What's going on, guys? Whoa.
You don't know what you're talking about?
I lost my train of thought mid-sentence. All right, replay. Woo! Rewind. What's going on, guys? My name is Roger, a.k.a. Roger the Beast.
I'm Cousin Pete, and this is Shit Talk, Simply How I Think. And we got two guests here today. We got Robbysomobby
On everything
Scooby.
with my mommy.
And we going to get into some shit. We just going to talk about it. There's been a lot of shit that's been going on, too, like right now. Like, we just had...
Especially in Sacramento. It's wilding out here.
Yeah, to be honest with you, man, I'm kind of disappointed in Sacramento right now. Like, I feel like just within the last couple years, there's just been way more violence, and like the gang activity has just gotten out of control. Like we've always had gangs here, you know what I mean? But like, I feel like there's certain principles now. Like people, innocents are getting shot. You know what I mean? Like they opened up fire anywhere now, right? Like we just had that. When did that happen? That year?
Saturday night, Sunday morning, like 2 a.m.
Yeah, it was like 2
Sunday
in the
morning.
Yeah.
That shit's wild, man. I woke up at like 5 a.m., saw the news. And if y'all don't know me, I'm a big introvert. I don't like going out to bars. That's not my scene. But when I heard about it, there's a couple people I like thought of instantly. And, one of them is sitting right here with us. And instantly just thought of you, Robbie. And then I saw your post and I was like, just relieved to see that you was good.
Yeah, it was actually kind of scary because we'd literally, if you guys know downtown K Street, that parking garage right next to El Santo, old school K bar, whatever.
Yeah.
We parked in there, we left, and literally we didn't even get to the freeway. We're on 16th Street. So it's not that far from K and 10th.
Yeah.
My boy's phone was getting blown up from somebody he met that night. Like, are you okay? Are you okay? Oh my God. We're just like, what are you talking about? Like, it literally was like open fire, like a rapid fire. And I was just like, we just left there.
Oh, it was. I mean, it was rapid fire. Like it was like.
Yeah, it was like
AK
it
was.
was
automatic
literally
weapon.
an automatic.
automatic?
Yeah.
You haven't seen any of the videos?
To be honest with you, when I read the title, I didn't want to watch the video just because I just can't. Like I really can't stomach stuff like that.
Well,
you know what I'm saying?
All they show is people running, and it's just you just
Yeah.
hear like the bop 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 bop
Yeah.
bop bop.
Just
And where everything was literally where we were at.
yeah.
Like less than 3 minutes from there.
Did you go, Scoop?
I wasn't there. It was crazy because that's like me and Rob usually go out, and I usually go with him. But that had just happened. Like I had a date with somebody, so I was like, all right, we
Shout out
ended
my
up
boy.
we actually ended up not going. But the original plan was for us to go out dancing, and we was gonna go with Rob.
Scooby, you can dance.
Nah,
That's cap.
I'll be out there. I'll be out there. But
So you got
I
saved.
be doing the two step.
Really?
You know what I'm saying?
You hear the two step in?
Oh, shit. Hey, we do what you can. You ain't gotta be Michael Jackson.
But
out
it worked
there.
though.
exactly. But
Do your damn Dougie. However you got to do it. Lean with it, rock with it, like Fat Joe said. Lean back if you got it.
You got to.
yeah, I didn't even know what happened though until I woke up and our boy Brayson, he texted me the story and I was like, "Is Cuz okay? Where my Cuz at? Hold on, I was checking bedrooms and stuff."
So were you even home yet?
Yeah, I was home.
Oh,
but
okay.
he just didn't know. Like, we got home late.
Yeah.
But,
I didn't hear about it until you posted it.
Yeah.
That was the first thing I was hearing about. I was like, oh shit, like this is happening.
And then everybody's that heard about it earlier, they're calling me at 5, 6 o'clock in the morning. And I'm just like, yeah, I was there. And like, it was scary, but I wasn't there when the shooting was happening.
Yeah. And you weren't actually at the club or the place where like all the tension was at, right? Like the people who caused the shooting, they weren't in the same place that you were.
I don't think so because the crazy thing was watching the video and a bunch of people fighting. Like I said, we left 2 minutes before that happened. Nobody was fighting. We didn't hear no arguing, no nothing. Everybody's being peaceful, walking by, shaking hands, saying bye.
Yeah. So
whoever.
you wouldn't even
It was
known
just
it would
that
have happened.
quick. It was just that quick.
Okay, because that was my question. I was like, I mean, usually like when fights happen, you could kind of feel like the tension in the air before it even breaks down.
Yeah,
like,
it was literally just that quick. I'm
And-
like, when did that even happen?
Yeah,
That's the craziest thing. How like a peaceful, good situation, just everything's calm, and it just turned bad, like with the quickness. That's the craziest part about that. All that.
But that's also like one of the reasons that I personally just not my scene because I know how fast shit can happen. And it's just I'd rather not put myself in that environment. You know, to each its own, though. Obviously,
Yeah.
You know, I'm not criticizing anyone who does go out or like to go have a good time. Just saying, personally, it's not my scene.
Yeah.
Just protect yourself.
Nah, absolutely. And don't do stupid shit. Well, while we're recording this, I mean, this is the 4th, right? And right now we have the tournament going on. Kansas is getting their ass smacked right now.
Yeah, last time I checked, it was halftime 40-25. I'm like, God damn, Kansas.
Yeah. But the crazy thing about this season, I mean, as everybody already knows, this was Coach K's last season. And, the funny thing is, so when Coach K, got the job at Duke, his first game, which was his first loss, was against North Carolina.
That's rough.
And then his last game, no, I think that's kind of,
I
think that's kind of poetic, don't you think?
I can see how it can be poetic, but
I feel like.
do you think he thinks it's poetic?
I think so. I think Coach K.
You think he would prefer to win the game, though?
Hell yeah.
I feel
Hell
like
yeah.
whenever
But
he
like,
sees North
That's
Carolina,
exactly why I don't think it's poetic.
I feel like whenever he sees North Carolina, he's gonna be pissed.
I feel. I
Every
just
time
feel.
you see that Tar Heel blue, just feel some type of way off the rip.
I just feel like though, like if it was your last game and you were gonna lose that game, wouldn't you want to lose it to your rival?
No.
Absolutely not. No, absolutely not.
The team I hate the most? No.
Exactly. I'd rather lose it to like the D10 school that shouldn't even been there. What were they called this year?
The St. Peter's or
Yeah,
whatever.
St.
Yeah.
Peter's. I'd rather lose
rather
to
that
I
team?
was not,
I'd rather lose.
No, that would.
I don't agree with that shit.
Is your rival?
No,
No, I'd rather
hell
lose my
no.
rival.
Roger, that's like the equivalent of like, let's say, I don't know, Tom Brady was going out again, right? He was retiring, and his last game he lost to the Lions. You don't think that would tarnish his?
You think he'd
his
rather
legacy?
lose to the Patriots, though?
I think he'd rather lose to the Patriots than the Lions.
Damn,
Hell no.
come on.
I disagree.
I-
I stand by what I said.
That's why Kentucky's getting flamed right now. 'Cause they're like, oh, we got the one and dones too, just like Duke. But who they lose to? The 15 seed.
Exactly.
The New Jersey team that shouldn't have been there.
I don't know about shouldn't have been there. I mean, everybody was
Well,
there.
I'm talking
should've
about
been
when I
there.
say shouldn't have been there. I'm talking about like the Elite Eight.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
because let's be real, no one expected them to make
That
that
was
far.
insane.
It's a great story.
I feel like that happens every year though. Like I feel like if you don't have
Not as far as they did.
Yeah,
No,
that
that's
was the
true.
first
That's
15
true.
seed.
No,
That
that's
was,
true.
Did they go Final Four? Or
They
was
went
it just
Elite
Eight?
they went
Elite
eight, yeah, and they lost. They lost to North Carolina.
North Carolina.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and North Carolina handled that ass. So I mean, if you think about it, if they had dodged North Carolina, like they played somebody else, they actually might have been that team. Think about it. I don't know, especially the way Kansas is getting handled right now. Like,
A number 1 seed too. What North Carolina? Aren't they like a
They're
7?
eight.
Oh, they're 8.
8.
oh man.
See, weak ass.
But that's college basketball, though. I mean, because like you just never could suspect who's going to take it.
Just think of the setup, though. Your first loss, your last home game, you lost to them, and then your last game you ever coached, you lost to the exact same team.
Yeah.
No.
But that team better win though. Like now, like you, like all right, my last game I lost to the champions,
Yeah.
right? But
I
you
always
not,
think that too.
yeah. But you don't want to lose to the team that ain't gonna do shit.
That's actually how I justified the Raiders losing to the Bengals. At least the Bengals went to the Super Bowl.
Well, y'all shouldn't have been there in the first place.
Hey,
I mean, let's be-
if a
let's-
certain team wouldn't have called the timeout,
No, that's
you
called.
know, y'all could have been there too. But
Ain't worried about a damn timeout.
It's called how it is. The Raiders and Pittsburgh Steelers shouldn't have been there
No, get
in the
outta here.
playoffs. No, they shouldn't
the
have.
Raiders definitely deserve to be there. All the adversity that they faced this year, you don't think?
Adversity is not a component of a championship team.
Absolutely.
No one was looking at you guys and going, the Raiders might win this all.
No, well, let's be real. Let's be real. Okay.
Right?
Let's be
Okay,
honest.
Am I
though.
being?
No. All right, let's be honest. All right. No one expected the Raiders to win the Super Bowl. That's not what I said. I'm talking about being in the playoffs. They absolutely deserve to be in the playoffs. You know, y'all can have your opinion. Y'all Charger fans can have whatever y'all want, but adversity definitely is a component. You know who's a perfect example of that? North Carolina right now. They had a lot of adversity because they weren't performing
a
like
good
they should have
team.
been.
That's a
They
great
weren't at
team.
the beginning of the year.
there's a difference between them not playing good
There we go.
and
Being a great team.
the adversity that you're talking about. What's the adversity? A motherfucker driving 156 miles an hour drunk on a residential.
The racist coach John Gruden
Yeah,
is
you're-
also very because let's be real, no one wanted to play that game for the Raiders. There was wide receivers that were dropping balls that they don't usually drop. Darren Waller was one of them, and as soon as the next week comes out, after we got rid of him, everyone's performing again. People are catching the passes. No one wanted to play for that. That is adversity. It is. It really is. How is it not?
It is adversity, but I
And
just
then-
don't think y'all were that good.
That's fine, but the
A lot
record
of the
shows
stuff that
better.
was happening was self-inflicted. Like it
It's
was
still,
their fault.
It's still adversity, though. Adversity is adversity, no matter how it's inflicted, self-inflicted. Other components, X, Y, Z. It doesn't matter. It's still adversity.
And I guess.
Like I said, bro. Personal opinion, they deserve to be there. I know y'all are never gonna say that because you guys don't like to give the Raiders their credit.
That's not true. That's not true.
No.
Like I mean, Roger, what did I say about Derek Carr versus Josh Allen?
Let's not get into that. 'Cause I still think you're tripping. Anyways, I got a question going back to college football.
Yeah,
Is Coach K?
college basketball. You mean? You said college football.
My bad.
That's all good.
You know what I meant. Y'all knew what I meant.
I'm just correcting
Especially
you
when
for
I-
the
especially-
audience,
especially when
so
I
that
say-
way they know.
They could be like, wait, I thought they was.
The audience knew.
I'm just protecting you, Rob.
I appreciate that. Is Coach K the best college basketball coach of all time?
Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Better than or
better
greater than John Wooden?
Yep. Better than who's the other coach?
Roy Williams.
No. Roy is.
Roy's a great
Roy's
coach,
a great
but just
coach, but he's not.
It wasn't
Coach
when
K.
Wooden coaching, they didn't have 64 teams, did they? In the tournament?
I mean, I have no idea. That was
No, I
that was
don't-
before my timeline.
I don't think
That's
so.
right.
And the power rankings are actually the powerhouses
I
look
feel like
way
they
different.
talked about that, how I think they only had 16. I don't think it was a whole 64 teams
So,
playing.
are you trying to discredit John Wooden?
No.
No, John Wooden was a great coach, but there's another coach I'm trying to think of. Like it wasn't John Wooden because John Wooden's coaching style too was kind of like in your face. But there was another coach,
Bobby Knight.
Bobby Knight. That's who it is, Bobby Knight. And I feel like Coach K and Bobby Knight are more of an equal comparison than John Wooden and Coach K. And that has nothing to do with John Wooden's coaching ability. I think it just has to do with era.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Like
absolutely.
Bobby Knight coached in Coach K's era. You know what I'm saying? Even though he got fired and let go.
And I also feel like because Coach K, he's in this new one and done era. He's been bringing freshmen to the championship. This whole they straight out of high school,
Right.
And then you're all freshmen and sophomores. Now you're in the championship, and then they go.
Speaking of one and done, this just reminds me of another coach that you can possibly throw up in that mix is John Calipari.
Yeah, you could
Yeah.
you could throw Calipari in there. Yeah, absolutely. But he's right there with in my opinion, Wooden and oh my freaking this or
Bobby Knight.
No, the fucking North Carolina coach.
Roy Williams.
Roy Williams. Like he's he's like in that same category in my opinion. Like we talking about top 5, right?
Yeah.
I think 5, 4, and 3 are not at the same level as 1 and 2.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I just don't think so. I think Roy Williams was
I
great.
can agree.
You know, I think he was a
Yes,
great
I agree
coach,
with that
but Coach K was. And speaking of college, I'm just curious. We didn't put this on the ballot or anything, but when you watch the Olympics, like in your opinion, in all you guys' opinion, what do you think is like the most watched sport in the Olympics? What would you say is like the most, like has the most anticipation? People kind of put the most weight on it when it comes to
Summer or winter, or both.
Hell, you can even say both.
I actually don't know the answer to that.
I would say track. I would say track draws the most attention.
I would say actually men's basketball.
I don't think people really care about men's basketball in the Olympics. I don't.
Well, you know what they care about?
What?
They care about seeing all those guys team up.
I think it depends.
Dream team style. That's what they care about.
I watch when men's basketball plays in the Olympics. I watch
Well, you
maybe
already know they're gonna win. Though.
yeah. I watch maybe 3 games, and the other ones I can't stomach it because it's like it's not good basketball. It's not. it's the best players in the world who all happen to play in the NBA, and most of them are in America, versus guys who are trying to catch up, and it sucks.
Hey, the world is catching up though.
But what I'm saying is, I feel like everybody really watches track. Like when you win a gold medal in track, they hype you up. You know what I'm saying?
I was like, y'all probably noticed. I ain't really been talking this whole time. You know, I'm not a sports dude. But hey, when the Olympics is on, that's probably the track and field events. I with the sports that I did play when I was in school, I did run track.
Right.
And I did track and field, and I took gold in shot put when I was doing it, and so that shit was fun.
Yeah.
And that's probably where I gravitate to the most in the Olympics, as far as that is just watching the track and field events, because it's exciting. You know what I'm saying? How people can just, I mean, I've seen people dead fucking last in, you know, the running the fours, 4x4s and shit, and I was like, yo, and they pull it out. And that shit's fucking crazy because it could switch just like that. Yeah,
I mean, I ran track, but I wasn't nearly as gifted as Robbie.
Speaking of track, I sent you that. I don't know if I sent you that video. Did you get that video the other day?
Yeah, that shit was crazy. Like he was rumbling and stumbling and knocked the dude over.
It was so funny. It was a track. So let me just.
No, say it. Talk about it.
So it was a fucking. I don't even know what they was running. They must have. It was a distance run. Yeah. And all of a sudden, you see this one guy who looks like he's in first place. He's running, right? And he's striding. Then all of a sudden, you see a dude come up from behind him. He goes like this and fucking
just knocks him over. Just knocked him straight over. It was crazy.
Tell me he got banned. He had.
Come on. He probably got,
I don't know the story. He probably did, but
probably didn't that.
He went viral.
But yeah,
they can't let him run any more other events after that. Like,
it's hilarious.
You out of here. But like, okay, so like, what I'm getting to, like, so I've been a spectator more when it comes to track and field than anything.
Track would definitely get more attention in the Olympics because like they'll have their own world championship,
right?
Like 2 out of the 3 years before the Olympics,
right?
So it's like after the Olympics they'll have one. In the middle, they'll have an off year, and then right before the Olympics, they'll have one. It's like nobody notices any of that, but then once the Olympics comes around, they'll watch more.
Right. So my whole thing is, why doesn't track get the same type of attention? Because track is exciting. I mean, like the only thing I would say is like watching it broadcast on TV is kind of like the same thing like with watching baseball, where there's like those dead periods where you're waiting for the events to get set up. But like, I feel like track stars honestly should be getting some of the same attention that golfers get, because that's a slow sport. Baseball players are getting. I mean, fuck. Even though soccer has a lot of action, there's not a lot of scoring. There's not a lot of winners in soccer, right? So I feel like, you know, track stars. Like, why do you think that? Why do you think track stars will get that same?
I feel like just because we're just running and jumping. Like, I mean, I understand. Like, me being a track runner, it's exciting, but it's like they're like, oh, they're running for 10 seconds, 9 seconds, and it's over.
But it's like that anticipation. Like, you never know who's gonna win. Like, you don't. Like,
I can disagree with that because I don't know, bro. Yeah. To me, if you're the fastest person and like you broken all these like world records, you know that person's gonna.
But
win.
That's what makes it more exciting, because you get to see that person either break another record, or you get to see the dark horse take them. You get to see that
how many
person.
How many times does a dark horse actually win, though?
It's rare, but it happens. Because it's usually always a favorite, and then majority of the time that favorite.
And then like I said, I never ran track, but I feel like even if you're like, you know, the fastest guy, the only way that you're gonna lose that race is if some shit happens, like, you know, you pull your groin or something. Like, if you're the fastest.
Some people, they just out of nowhere.
Like, an injury. So I feel like there's an asterisk for the dark horse.
Sometimes out of nowhere, those people will run faster, though.
Yeah.
Because, like an example, when I'm in high school, there was this dude, his name Austin Mitch. Everybody's like, oh, this white boy's always beating everybody.
I remember that.
And
is that the kid from Jessup or something?
Jesuit. Yeah. And his 200 time was head and shoulders above mine. He was like
20, he was burning folks. It wasn't close.
And at the time, I was running a 21.8, and that's 0.4 is far.
Yes.
In track.
Yeah, I got you.
That's far.
It doesn't sound like much, but it is.
Yeah, then out of nowhere, I just beat him that next day, and then he ain't beat me since. So, I mean, It happened.
Is he still running?
Talk your shit, Robbie.
I don't think so.
No.
Last time I saw
Say,
him,
and he ain't never gonna beat me again. We could be in the retirement home, and he ain't gonna beat me.
You trying to line him up again? Yeah, nah. He did a couple years at Colorado. I think he's graduated and just over it now. Like, I ain't seen him since.
What if he's never won a race since you beat him?
No, man.
I'd be sick.
Would you hate him? I'd be sick.
It kind of
No, I meant like if that was me, like damn, I ain't won a race since this motherfucker beat
You
me.
think he would hate you?
He probably would.
He blame you.
He put bad juju on me.
You got fucking darts that he's throwing at your face.
That's funny. Got a voodoo doll.
Every time Robert feels a pain, God damn it, Austin Mitch.
Shoulder hurt. Shoulder.
You know what I think would change the sport too? I feel like if they, like for runners who are running unattached, like if you're not with a college or something, like I think they should have a better system for that. You know what I mean? Like if you're sponsored by somebody, I feel like the sponsor should almost be like a team. You know what I'm saying?
Though. If you have sponsors, they'll help pay for a lot of your stuff. But if you just don't and you just running, then all that's out your pocket.
Yeah, you're a
and
free agent.
That makes it hard.
Yeah.
It's really hard. So
Especially
those people
if you
that don't
broke.
got nothing, running unattached, and they're running fast, then they doing something right. I mean, that's like I said, I made the trials that year doing that, and it was hard.
Yeah.
It's hard.
It sucks that COVID happened right after that, man.
Damn, that's terrible. So, Scoob, quick question. You said you threw shot puck, right?
Yeah.
I don't know if I said that right.
Shot put.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Shot
Y'all know
shot
what I
But
mean.
you had it.
Hey, my speech impediment kicks in every now and then. So, I've always wondered, is there any like real technique to just throwing that?
Or you just
Yeah.
throw some heavy shit.
No, you can't just lob it. So it was funny because at the state meet when I won gold, I botched my first 2 throws, and you only get 3.
Yeah.
And so you can botch it because like you have to make sure that you're not too far over the line that they put down in front of you. You got to make sure you don't trip, fall, anything like that. You got to make sure form it plays into it.
Okay.
Because
You
yeah,
just throwing shit.
yeah, and then because the second time my second throw I thought I did great, but then they were like, foul. I was like, fuck. I thought I had that shit. I was like, I better not fuck up on this last one.
Throw your
I
red
swear to
flag
God.
out there. Challenge that shit.
I swear to God. So yeah, it actually form plays, and then also as far as safety goes too. I mean, you're holding the fucking 12-pound or whatever the fuck weighted ball in your hand, so you got to be careful when you're throwing that, not to throw out your fucking shoulder.
12 pounds does
or
not
anything.
sound like a lot, though.
Literally,
I feel like I can throw 12 pounds at least like 20
you
yards.
you think.
That's
And then
true.
once you put that shot, because I remember in middle school, we did like the little track section.
Yeah. The tests and stuff.
then they were like, no, you need to have it here. You need to push it. Because like if you throw it, you throw your shoulder out.
fuck you
and then one of the kids, he wasn't
He
listening.
threw his shoulder out?
He threw it and he's like, oh, my shoulder. Like, man, why you didn't listen? They told you to do it for a reason. They said
That would definitely be me.
they said if you throw it like this, you're gonna throw your shoulder.
You know why? You know why, though?
yeah.
Because I'm the type of person, you tell me to do something.
You go do the opposite.
Exactly. You
Just
know why? Because
disobedient.
fuck you. That's
I
why.
said, I got this.
I do me.
Oh my
It's
God.
only 12 pounds. Fuck it.
Yeah, yo bad.
So, what? How far did you throw
He said
when
he
you
ended his
when you
whole
won?
career. I don't even remember, dude. It was so fucking
Bro,
long.
you got to remember that shit.
He wasn't that invested, or
I was, but like I was bummed out afterwards because like the next year when
Imagine being bummed out winning a
No. I was excited. I was excited as fuck afterward. But like the next year when I went to go and like try to I tried out for track. I got on the team again. Something happened where I wasn't allowed to run anymore. I wasn't allowed to do it anymore.
Yeah, like
it
a
was
health
it was a
thing.
no, it was a personal. It had something to do with
Vendetta?
my dad.
God,
He was being a little bitch, but I couldn't. So he wouldn't let me run.
Daddy was being a little bit.
Yeah, so he wouldn't let me do it again, and I was like, "Fuck, okay." Well, I lost my momentum, and I was just like, "All right."
Well, that shit happens. Well, let's change paces here. Well, first off,
I think I'm gonna say like I wasn't invested. It was like, can you imagine? Oh fuck! I just won the goddamn NBA finals.
God damn it!
I don't want to do
Fuck!
this no more.
I wish I would have got second.
Yeah, so Snoop Dogg just recently purchased Death Row Records, and then Dr. Dre's Chronic album is now back with Death Row, which I think is hella dope. But he was posting a photo online, or I think it wasn't him. I think someone posted it. Mm-hmm. And the background of the photo, it was him and Dr. Dre working, and you can see a whiteboard. You saw what's on the whiteboard?
Don't tell me it said Detox.
It said Detox.
It's not happening.
It was Detox.
It's not happening.
I don't think so. Well, and the funniest thing about it was there was actually a track list. Like there was actual songs on the board under where it said Detox.
Post, I don't believe it.
Is Detox coming out? You don't think it's coming out?
How long has it been since that shit was rumored? It was before I graduated high school.
I think he teased it back in like 2005 or 2000. Around it was like the early 2000s.
So long ago.
It was
That's not happening.
The Detox is not coming out?
I don't think so.
Why didn't he name his last album Detox?
Exactly.
It was called Compton or some shit like that? Or he came out
with
with something called Compton. Yeah.
Yeah, it was Compton.
But it wasn't.
I thought that was like when that came out, I was like, okay, this was supposed to be Detox. He just changed the name.
I didn't think it was Detox because it didn't hit me as like something that was anticipated for so long. It was good, but it wasn't like, and I think that's why he didn't call it Detox because it was so,
because he was unimpressed with it.
Yeah, he's a perfectionist, and so he's like, look, if I'm gonna title this album Detox, every track you start to finish got to be a bang.
But I feel like that's impossible though. Like I feel like he did it to himself. You know what I'm saying? Like he hyped up that. I mean, I don't know if he hyped it up. Mm-hmm.
Actually, I think it was a mixture between him announcing it and then the fans just raving about it.
Well, I think
then the
other
fans,
rappers were
exactly. It was because it was like G Unit at the time, and Eminem. Everybody was talking about Detox.
Kendrick too. Yeah, Kendrick Lamar. Mm-hmm. Imagine the track list though, like in the futures, if that album does come out, Detox.
Oh yeah.
Can you imagine? Like I can see Kendrick, M50. You think he put the Game on there?
No, because the Game dissing them. He probably has a track recorded with the Game, but he probably took that shit off there.
But I that's actually why I think that the Game would be on there.
The Game is dissing him again? I thought they was because he goes back and forth, I feel like.
Bro, the Game bipolar.
Yeah, I was like, because I'll hear an album where he dissing Dr. Dre, and then an album where he's like,
he'll post on Instagram and shit.
God,
he dissed him on that what is it, the Nori podcast?
And then he just he said Kanye did a song and he said Kanye West has done more for my career than Dr. Dre ever has, which I think is bullshit.
That's false.
The Game also said he'd beat Eminem in a versus battle. Which
this might be kind of like because nobody's really ever talked about him for too long. But I want to hear Lloyd Banks get on the Detox. I don't care because I've heard Hunger for More too. That whole album was fucking fire. So like I want Lloyd Banks to come back and just one track. Just give me one track with Dr. Dre.
So I've always thought Lloyd Banks was kind of whack, but it wasn't until like afterwards that I'm like, okay, he's kind of underrated. Like you remember, it was a few months ago. I told you about the YouTube series where they like were talking about like who won certain beefs.
Yeah, they did like a whole anthropology series of the beefs. I watched that.
Yeah, and the one they did with 50 Cent in the Game, the dude obviously to me is a 50 Cent fan, whoever like makes the video, because he's always like hyping up 50.
It was the same thing with that T.I. versus Lil Flip one. I feel like he was I feel like low key he was trying to dislike and make T.I. look bad. I'm
exactly.
Like, T.I. won that beef.
So it wasn't until I actually watched that YouTube series where I was like, okay, Lloyd Banks was actually a pretty good lyricist.
Yeah.
So I never realized. But, so I would have to agree. I would like to see Lloyd Banks on that. But does he even rap anymore?
He retired. Didn't he retire and then he dropped a new album?
Yeah.
How do you retire and drop an album?
I feel like rappers don't retire. I feel like there's no such thing as retiring.
They take a break.
I feel like everybody retired.
They take breaks.
The game retired at some point.
Yeah, Nicki retired. Remember that video when the Game was
crying?
Crying
and shit.
Yeah, crying
stepping away from hip hop.
Yeah,
that's what Lloyd Banks was rapping about.
Yeah, that shit was.
He gonna come back and make an album.
And then
like
now
a year or two later.
And then now he talking the most shit about. But you fucking crying on TV. Like I feel like you can't cry on TV and then talk shit about people. You just can't. You can't. Like
that video's forever out there. That shit gonna come back on you every time.
And he was crying about the most stupid shit. Like he wanted to do like a "We Are the World" type song with all the rappers because there was all the gang violence and shit going on. Like first off, I understand. We all love "We Are the World." We love that song.
Yeah,
both of them.
But
exactly.
ain't nobody stopping shooting just because that song. I'm just gonna keep it real. Like no one went, well, Michael Jackson came out with "We Are the World." I'm not gonna pull the trick today. like that shit is not happening.
I want to kill this motherfucker right now.
That song though.
That song that came out.
Michael
You know
Jackson
what?
was right.
You know what? Everybody, let's just sell our guns. Let's just get out of here. We ain't gonna never shoot again.
Giving up the life.
Throw them in the ocean.
That shit is not happening. Songs don't like. That's why like all that like I don't know. That's all virtue signaling to me. Like even with the, I mean, I'm just gonna. I don't give a fuck. Y'all cancel me. But even like with the Ukraine thing, like all the celebrities coming together and doing a whole like commercial. People in Ukraine and Russia ain't watching that shit. So it's like, who you really speak?
But so on
like,
that,
who you speaking to? Like you speaking to us? Like,
are they just like? So I haven't seen anything like that. But are they just trying to like get donations from people to like help the citizens? Because that's what I can see. If they were like
keeping world peace and all that, and like you know,
yeah, that's not gonna work.
And like you know,
if they were getting like donations, like you know, for the people that are becoming refugees, I can see that being like a valid reason. But if they're trying to think that they can end a war. Which
like, how much money can we give Russia to stop this? That
Russia ain't stopping.
Russia ain't stopping shit.
right?
Russia ain't going. Just because Will Ferrell's in a commercial, Russia is not.
let's get back to detox because you know I'm not trying to get into all that. I agree with you, but like,
we can get into that. But it was like shit. We're not watching this podcast.
No, thank you. That's exactly the type of shit I'm not trying to talk about.
We ain't up like Dave
Chappelle. Be real. So, anyways, like let's just kind of. I'm gonna get y'all opinion. Give me like 5 artists, like each of you.
Well, Kendrick will obviously be on it.
Yeah.
Anderson .Paak will be on it.
Oh, that's the one I didn't think about it. You think he can get Silk Sonic though?
No, I
That'd
don't
be
want
clean,
Bruno.
though.
I don't want Bruno Mars on it.
What?
I don't want.
Can you imagine a
If
Silk
I
Sonic
go
and
to
Dr. Dre?
If I listen to a Dr. Dre album, I don't want to hear Bruno Mars.
We listen to the horror shit and all
Yeah,
of a sudden
like-
I hear is this.
Like, I don't want to.
Like, yo, I love that song, but yo, we listen to the
Yeah.
Dr. Dre.
I got an artist that I would like to see on Detox.
Which one?
Lil Wayne. I don't know why, but I just feel like it would be.
It would have to be a song that was already recorded.
You think so?
Yeah,
Lil
I'm
Wayne's
not.
Still putting
Lil
on
Wayne admitted he's like now sometimes will take me like weeks to write a song, a verse, anything because he's like I've said so much shit I don't want to say the same thing over again.
You think Lil Wayne has verses that he hasn't put out yet though?
I think Lil Wayne has tons of verses and tons
So what
of
if
songs.
he put out like
But
this would sound good on that album?
But you also have to
this
think
beat.
it's dated. Like so, remember back in the day when that T Wayne album was supposed to come out, and then it never dropped, and then it did come out on SoundCloud like I think 5 years ago.
Who is T Wayne? Sorry.
T-Pain.
Oh, you
and
said
Lil
T
Wayne.
Pain.
No, I said
No,
T Wayne.
T
Oh,
Wayne.
It was
isn't
called-
there? I thought there was actually a rapper named T Wayne.
No.
Like, who's that dude that's in First Let Me Hop Out the that song from like 3-4 years
I
ago?
don't get to that. I don't know. I know the song, but I don't.
I think
Think
his
that's
name
his
was
name.
T Wayne to be
No, I
real.
don't think his name was T Wayne.
Might have been. I don't know.
I think you're thinking of Key Wayne, who's a producer, but there's no.
I'm not-
Key Wayne's the producer for all Big Sean songs. But anyways,
Nah, I gotta
but like, yeah, no one listened to that because it was dated. You know what I mean? Like that album was supposed to drop when T-Pain was hot back in 06, and then it drops in 2018 or 17, and no one wants to listen to it.
But let's be honest, Detox is kind of dated at this point.
Yeah, that's why it would have to be
So-
new artists. That's why I don't think Lil Wayne would be on it because Lil Wayne won't be able to produce a new.
Why are you just
Hit
shitting on my
first.
dreams?
I'm not. I'm just being realistic.
Nah, I
This
feel it.
is be real. Lil Wayne was the greatest rapper in the past, but right now he's not it. I think
That song was called.
Eminem probably still be on it because Eminem
of
could
course.
produce.
Of course.
I feel like everybody that was at the Super Bowl is gonna be on it.
Mary J.
MJ.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
Kendrick.
feel like all of them gonna be on it, and then
50.
we just gotta figure out some. Because Anderson .Paak was there too,
Yes, he was.
and
What does it say? Nasty. Third song.
Oh, T-Wayne. Yeah,
Told y'all.
Okay.
hey,
Maybe I had to pull out the phone.
find something out. Look, it's obviously somebody we don't listen to.
Exactly. That's why I was like.
Clearly somebody we don't care about,
But
yeah.
no, so who would be like some surprises though? That's what when I ask the question, I mainly want like obviously Kendrick, Eminem, 50, Mary J. Blige, but just like Snoop, yeah, would be on
Surprises?
Detox. But just like so in
Roddy,
a way, it's
I can see Roddy Rich on it.
yeah. In a way, I'm almost asking like a fantasy.
I guarantee you, there would definitely be a posthumous Nipsey verse on there as well.
That'd be dope.
There'd be a Nipsey verse we ain't never heard before.
Right.
I might put YG on there.
Oh man, that's
feel
what I
like
would not hope.
You
I
don't
hope not.
you don't like YG?
Not on a Detox album.
I feel like they would though.
I can see it, but that's what would kind of bum me out. Nothing
I feel
against YG. It's just like
You know, like a song I would want to see a Dr. Dre produced song, YG and Eminem, because YG to me is not a serious rapper. Like I don't listen to YG songs to like. I don't feel like I'm gonna hear some serious shit. Like I feel like a lot of it's for play.
Right.
To be honest with you, I do. Eminem could match that.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like that'd be a dope ass song. Like if on Dr. Dre's Detox, if Eminem and YG was on the same track.
I just thought of an artist that I think can be on Detox. By the way,
What's the name? Ty Dolla $ign would definitely be on that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Put him-
That actually
they
be a
put him
good
on
one
a
too.
hood or some
Yes.
shit.
what about Mozzie?
That's what I was gonna say. I was gonna say Mozzie next. That's what's gonna I feel like Mozzie would be good on.
I think they will put him on.
You
there.
know
and I know y'all don't like him.
who?
However,
I like Mozzie.
no, not Mozzie.
Oh.
I said I know you don't like this motherfucker
Oh, who?
because I heard you on previous shit talk about how you don't like him. And we spoken. G-Eazy.
Oh, G-Eazy's corny.
to-
G-Eazy
to-
will not make the
but-
Dr. Dre album.
But to make
Yes, he would.
to
I
make
think
to
Gerald-
make a West
Gerald
Coast banger
will not make the
Did you
Dr.
say-
to
Dre
make a
album.
West Coast
Corny?
banger, G-Eazy would be on
I
it.
think G-Eazy will be on it.
G-Eazy would be on it.
G-Eazy's corny.
I don't think so.
Logic, G-Eazy, they're all the same people.
Same people.
They are. They're the same person.
Oh wait,
Same
look, I would give that
That's called.
because
They are not. Hold
They
on.
are.
Logic is a way better lyricist than G-Eazy.
Exactly.
No. Corny. Guys, corny is not.
But
corny
you-
is not lyricist.
Corny? Did you call Logic corny?
Corny.
That's crazy.
He's
yo.
corny.
Oh, actually, speaking of Logic, this has nothing to do with it. But Joyner Lucas.
Joyner
can be on
Lucas.
here.
Fuck! Hey, stop taking my next answer. God damn it! Every time it pop into my head, he say it.
I know what album you want.
Every time it pop into my head, this motherfucker say it.
I like Jordan Lucas, but no.
Oh,
My bad.
man.
But I feel like I know, look.
God damn it, Roger.
I'm not a G-Eazy person, but
Speak faster.
there are certain songs that G-Eazy's on or has made that are bangers.
I like
So
G-Eazy's
I feel like
older stuff.
they will have to have like a particular song beat or whatever to put G-Eazy on for it to go hard.
It's
Yeah, they
obviously
can't
going
just
to be a
put 'em on
singing
anything.
song, like
I think-
an R&B type.
I think
style.
I think most of G-Eazy's like hits, he needed help. Yeah, think about it. What was that song? Get Some Money or that he had with Cardi
Fucking
B?
man gives him money.
Yeah,
I hated that song in general.
I ain't gonna lie.
But
Some, yeah, most of
but that
most
song,
of
but
G-Eazy's
to me,
good
that song was a
songs are
hit
features
because of Cardi
that he
B.
got with somebody else.
Exactly.
Like Too Short.
Yeah,
you know,
that little Me,
E40.
Myself, and I, or what was that? That had BB Rexa. That
Yeah.
song that he did. What was it called? You and I with his girlfriend at the time, Halsey.
yeah, he
I
had
feel
one
like-
with E40.
I feel like he need help every time. I feel like G-Eazy can't carry a whole song. Which I mean, granted, if he was on a Dr. Dre album, he doesn't need to carry a whole song. But I just think he's just corny. I just think he's a corny rapper.
Like I said, I like Jeezy's older stuff.
I actually like Jeezy's older stuff too. When he was a SoundCloud rapper, I actually listened to Jeezy a lot.
Like Let's Get Lost to me.
Yeah.
I like that's like my favorite
Or
Jeezy song.
what was that song? It was called fuck. Damn, I can't remember what the song's called. But it was a song. He basically was like, it was about a girl that he broke up with, and she ended up committing suicide. It was like a letter to her.
Damn.
That song was dope. It was deep, and it wasn't corny. It wasn't just like it wasn't predictable lyrics, and that's how I feel like with Logic too. Like I feel like I can predict what he's gonna say, what the song's gonna be about.
his
Logic
Wu-Tang
with his
song
young
was dope.
Sinatras, I wasn't feeling, but the Incredible True Story and like his older shit, like Under Pressure and his incredible, yeah. Although like
Did
I rock-
you not like the Wu-Tang song he did?
I like that. I didn't. I'm just saying like that. But I'm saying Under Pressure and like the Incredible True Story. Those are albums that I could listen to start to finish, no skips. I'm good.
Okay.
Young Sinatra 1 through 4.
I mean, I see your point.
kinda
It
miss
was
me.
kind of corny. All right, before I name another artist, Scoob, who?
you ain't dressing
in
wrong.
in my mind,
No, because he said I keep stealing his
no,
artists.
you're not gonna steal this one. I promise. So
ahead.
in my mind,
Never
like
know.
to create a banger, I would have to go with like MMG artists. So like between
Rick
Ross,
Ross?
either Ross or Meek Mill.
Meek Mill.
Meek Mill ain't gonna be MG anymore.
Oh well.
Not by time Detox come
Yeah,
out.
yeah. I'll say if you put Ross on a song with Dre, I think that'd be legendary.
You know the craziest thing with Ross is I never realized how much I like his music.
Yeah.
Like I go back, like it was weird, man. Like I didn't really listen to him like that. Like I remember I used to make fun of some of the songs, like Hustling.
Pushing.
Like this,
Hey, that's a good song.
But then
When
I
you
went
in the
back.
gym?
But then I went back and listened to it, and I was like, Hustling still
I was
knocks.
just tired of them doing that for a while.
I thought he was an impersonator of Biggie. I thought he was trying to.
Yeah. But then all of a sudden, I'm like,
Big
I
Meech.
listen to songs like, man, I'll play a Ross album.
Man,
No skips.
no skips.
Right.
No.
What's that song he did with Drake? Or was it?
He
is
did a
that-
couple
wait,
songs.
Wait,
He
hold
did a
on.
couple
Am I
songs,
thinking
yeah.
of?
You're thinking of well, Drake called it Paris Morton music.
Yeah.
Their version was called Maybach music.
No,
No,
so-
Aston
no,
Martin
Aston Martin
music.
music.
Yeah,
I don't think I'm
Aston
thinking.
Martin
I think I'm confusing people. There was a song on that Rick Ross featured on. I want to say it was either between Kanye West or Drake. Where it was like the best I've ever heard Rick Ross like rap. I can't think of the damn song. though.
Kanye West song. So
Maybe I
so
said
the couple songs I could think of with Kanye, yeah, Monster, which he was the opening verse of Monster, and Nicki killed that shit.
What was his song called on Take Care? It was a Rick Ross and a.
It was a Just Blaze beat. Damn, what's that song called?
I think it has to do with like some type of designer thing, bag or some shit like that.
I don't know.
I'm gonna look it up.
I don't know.
I'm not real big on Drake, so I don't.
Me neither.
I'm not.
What's your beef with Drizzy?
Music? Like he said, it's corny.
Is Drizzy gonna be on Detox?
I hope not.
Drizzy is gonna be.
I'm skipping that shit.
You skipping it?
It was out.
What if it's the best song on there? You gonna skip still?
Just skip his verse.
Drizzy will be on
Damn,
Detox.
you really don't like Drake, do you?
Don't. Drake is. And Drake comes on at the bar, and I'm just like, all right.
You stop dancing. Lord knows.
Lord knows.
Oh
that's the
yeah.
song.
Yeah, that is a good
But
song.
you listen to that Drake song.
I listen to Rick Ross verse.
Don't listen to
You fast forwarded?
Just go like this.
it. You know, my beef. Truthfully, you can't listen to like. There's certain Drake songs that come on, you can't help but not like it. I mean, Drake makes good music, but it's not for me.
Obviously, Robbie.
It's not. It's for women. And also too, the other problem I have with Drake's music, and I stopped taking him seriously when he came out with the If You're Reading This It's Too Late album. Okay.
Yeah.
So in one of the songs, he's talking about I'm cooking in the kitchen with the wrist motion. You know what he's talking about? He's talking about making coke. He's talking about making bass.
It's like you don't do that shit, bro.
That's what I'm saying. Like, not only do you not do that shit, but you ain't never did that shit.
Right.
So why talk about it in your songs?
Bro, you
and
don't
then
know what
people-
Jimmy from Degrassi did.
Jimmy was not making coke in the kitchen.
Hey,
He was not in the trap. He was in Toronto.
You know,
He might have. Hey, after he
Jimmy's
got,
a
after
real
he got
rapper.
Shot,
He's been shot. Exactly.
After he got shot and was in the wheelchair, he might have had
That
not
motherfucker
shit
got
else
shot
to
on
do
TV.
but make.
Yeah, shout out damn
My whole
TV.
thing is there's people out there actually really doing that shit.
Yeah.
And Drake is profiting off that. Like I just don't I have a problem with that. Like I think that's like against the code. Like I feel like if you haven't really actually done it, you shouldn't be talking about it.
Yeah, Drake's,
We can say
Drake's
the
music
same
for
thing
me
about
has a,
6ix9ine.
has a definite cutoff point.
Well, that's why 6ix9ine
I don't
ain't
damn about no
popping.
damn 6ix9ine. I hate that dude.
Hey, there's a lot of people
I can't name not one
that
6ix9ine
did.
song,
You know, I never listened to his
Gouda, or what was it? What was it called?
no idea.
His
even know
songs
who
are
the
called
dude
Weird.
Was
Yeah.
like I just see this dude with rainbow hair, and they talk about 6ix9ine. Woo woo. He make music. I not hear one song.
Would y'all would ever wish to like just run into him and just punch him in
knock
the
on
face?
their mouth? Yeah.
Just not even like that he did anything to you, just because.
Yeah.
That's the type of person I definitely would do.
I
that
can't.
Too.
I haven't listened to any of his songs, but it's not even just him. Like people who are like kind of like walking memes to me. Like I just don't pay any attention to them.
Who else is a walking meme to you?
I haven't watched any of Logan Paul's or Jake Paul's fights because they're walking memes to me.
I was talking about music, but yeah.
No, I'm saying like people in general, like
Yeah, I
people like
gotcha.
that, like well, okay, another artist. I'm trying to think.
Vic Mensa.
I was gonna say.
Yeah, I said Vic. Nah, never mind.
He's a walking meme.
He is a walking meme.
I liked one song by Vic Mensa.
I was about to say, he had, like,
when he first
3
came
songs
out,
that
and
I liked.
that's about all I know. It's just the one song.
And you know what? I can't even name what they are.
Was it OU? I just know what OU mad, huh? Like I can't remember what the name of that song is, but I can remember the hook.
And you know why I started listening to Vic Mensa? I tried to, because he was on Wildin' Out, and then he went like hella long and was roasting everybody. And I was like, okay, let me see if he got good. I was like, this shit's terrible.
And then he dissed X, and I was like, fuck him.
Because you can be a good rapper, but not like be able to create good songs. Yeah. And that's what.
How do y'all feel about Russ?
I love Russ.
Do you?
That's my dog. I ain't gonna lie.
Because to be honest, I think he's a walking meme.
Nah, I like how he can. how he can switch it up. Like,
let me rephrase what I mean though, because he is talented. I like his music, but I mean, he always be talking about like how he got like so-called goons and shit. Like y'all know who Guadat 4000 is?
Yeah,
I've heard of him now.
So
isn't Guap Dad from the Bay?
Yeah, he is. Yeah. So at a festival, Guap Dad said he didn't like Russ's music. So at a festival they were at together, Guap Dad comes out of his trailer and a bunch of Russ's people starts trying to they
pulled up on him?
They pulled up on him and they started trying to beat his ass.
Because he said he didn't like his music?
Yeah, that's it. So, and then I don't know if you ever seen like on No Jumper, Adam 22 is like, talk shit about Russ.
Yeah.
And apparently Russ sent some people after Adam as well. So apparently Russ, like when I say a walking meme, he got like people that are going, handle your shit.
Yeah, that's crazy.
But Russ,
I'm not gonna say nothing about your music. Don't send no motherfuckers to me. I ain't got no guns.
Should I watch my back?
Should I? Look, hey, Russ got good music. Everybody, don't say shit about Russ.
Hey, that's all I really judge him off of.
Run up on you.
The songs I know, because I didn't know about none of that.
That's clown shit.
Russ kind of remind me of that kid.
It's at the highest volume.
Oh, what the fuck you talking about? Stop listening to me. I swear these Google phones be actually listening to
Not
your
just
whole
Google, bro. Siri be on that shit.
Siri be doing that shit too.
Because I be saying like stuff out loud, and all of a sudden I get ads for it. Like, how you know I was thinking about that?
Scroll on Instagram like,
bro.
ain't no way.
But anyways, I feel like Russ is like that kid in high school that would do wild shit, but would never get in trouble for it. And whenever he did get in trouble, he'd go, well, so-and-so did it too. And then you end up getting in trouble. He's that kid to me. He's that motherfucker. Because you can't
send his goons after you.
Yeah, because you can't that's what I'm saying. You can't really touch him. He doing the same shit you doing because Russ don't keep his mouth shut. It's not like
he definitely don't.
It's not like everyone's saying that they don't like his music and he's playing nice guy and he ain't talking about no one's shit. Like he's, fucking with people too. You know what I mean? Like he's stroking the flames as well. Yeah. And then he always got something to say about how people go about their careers in music too. That's the problem I have, right? Like not everyone has the same abilities. Not everybody has the same resources too. I mean, like, cool. It's great that you engineer your own music. It's great that you produce your own music. It's great that you write your own music. But I'm sorry, but not everybody has that same talent level. You just got to make money the way you
1000% agree with you. And it kind of irritates me too that's like all it seems like. He always talking about, he makes his own beat. He produces his own music. No one cares anymore.
Yeah.
All right, good for you, bro.
Just don't send your people after us.
Speaking of 6ix9ine, so 6ix9ine went broke. Apparently.
Are we surprised?
Apparently, he's broke.
Allegedly.
But do you think he's actually broke?
I do.
You do?
I absolutely do.
Okay. Why?
He, so what was the story I read the other day? So, you know how like, when you're, I guess, about to make an album, right? You go to the label, you say, hey, let me get
They give you an advance.
An advance, yes. That's the word I was looking for. An advance. And his album that he did after he got out of jail flopped completely.
Yeah.
And that's like the main reason why I think he's broke, because his numbers did not do good whatsoever.
But then also in the same stroke, he also got a documentary deal. And I just don't think that all the money just went away like that, because he got paid from that.
You know what I'm saying? Hulu one?
Yeah.
Did you watch that?
No, hell no. Like I said, I don't pay people who I don't take seriously.
So-
I don't listen to their music. I don't watch their shit.
Let me just say this real quick.
Right.
For him getting paid for that, he got paid for someone to kind of pretty much call him a piece of shit.
That's what he is.
My bad.
That's his whole thing.
Absolutely. You're not lying, but, you know, because I watched it, I'm not going to lie. And I thought it was entertaining.
He paid
but
that man.
Nah, what I liked about it is, like, they pretty much said he was a piece of shit. And I was like, okay, I'm glad that
But
people agree.
This guy, that's his whole thing though. He's never made a dime trying to prove that he wasn't a piece of shit.
Yeah, because people love to hate him, and I think you think he got paid off of people loving to hate him.
Yeah, that was it's free marketing.
That's a lot of people though, because when that snitching allegation came out,
Yeah,
what was everybody talking about? 6ix9ine. Then
If I see this nigga in the street,
and all of a sudden niggas was making memes.
You think he snitched so he can get paid?
Yeah.
oh hell yeah,
Yeah.
it was either he snitches and gets out early, or he stays in jail to try to still fake the funk. And that shit wasn't gonna happen. He knew what he
He was
was.
gonna get whooped in jail.
Yeah, he
I'd
knew he
love
was.
to see
He might have not made it out of jail
He
alive.
probably wouldn't have made it.
He knew. Daniel knew he wasn't about that life.
No comment. On if he would have made it out alive. that
Daniel knows he
Look,
wasn't about that
Some
life.
people, they will literally,
is. Absolutely.
they love to be hated to make money.
Yeah.
It's like he brought up earlier, the damn Paul brothers.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody can stand the Paul brothers, but
That's why they
Logan,
make
let's
money.
be real. Logan Paul ain't that bad. Jake Paul, his brother, is just an absolute piece of shit. I think Logan Paul is a little bit more humanized, I would say.
and guess what?
They're both
Y'all may
dipshits.
not have bought the fights. I didn't buy no fight.
I ain't buy no fight.
Oh, never mind. I ain't going to incriminate
I'm not
myself.
going to incriminate myself.
I ain't
I've
watching.
seen the fights.
I've seen the fights as well.
I've seen the fights. But people are buying those
Oh,
fights.
you know what? Instagram's seen them.
There you go.
Highlights.
Highlights. People people are watching those fights because they want to see them get their ass beat.
But it's not gonna happen.
All this
Think
fights are
of it-
fucking staged.
And this
And
is how,
there's-
this is how you know it's staged, though. Too. Think about it. If they came out fight one and got their ass beat, everybody would be satisfied.
Well, let's be real. So
Like,
their first fights were against like other YouTubers.
Yeah.
So that's why like it's more realistic when you see him fighting a guy like KSI, who's not a professional
Yeah.
fighter, hasn't been doing this shit since he was like 10 years old.
Yeah, either that or retired UFC fighters.
Yeah,
God.
that's what I'm
Fucking
saying.
clowns.
This shit's all. It's all
Sorry,
game.
like,
It's all big. play.
Tyron Woodley lost a lot of respect from me.
Nah, I find it funny though that he goes broke right around the same time that him and Whack 100 start working together. And I don't think Whack is a stupid guy.
You talking about Woodley?
No, I'm talking about 6ix9ine.
Oh, sorry. I thought we was.
No, no.
Yeah, no.
No.
Transition.
I'm gonna keep it real. One of the first UFC fights well, not UFC. I'm sorry. One of the first fights I ever saw, even boxing, UFC boxing, both of them, was Tyron Woodley, and it's because I heard all the shit he was talking, and I was like, oh, okay, you know what I'm saying? He talked this shit, and he lost. He got cooked, and I said, yo.
Just like Adrian Browner. Some people like that's the thing. Some people
Everybody.
they will advertise themselves a certain way, and that's how they're getting attention.
Yeah.
Because nobody's watching Adrian Broner to fight.
No, they want to
know
see
how
Gonzalez.
much
We want to see that.
He be getting his ass beat.
Yeah.
But once he gets that interview and he gonna be talking his mess, and if he does win, he gonna talk on that. Conor McGregor. I mean, Conor McGregor was a good fighter, but everybody's there for the entertainment.
Yeah.
And there's those people that people don't like. They just want to see them lose. And so with 6ix9ine,
in the ring.
with 6ix9ine, he knows that people don't
he can't
like
have
him.
security in the ring.
People
so he
don't
won't do
like him, so he's gonna do whatever it takes to get attention on him. So he's gonna say something, do something that everybody's gonna talk about.
Yeah.
And it's marketing.
that. And the whole thing.
YouTuber.
Yeah. Well, the whole thing with that market is don't last long. Like I don't feel like anybody who's tried to get the bag by being hated, they just don't last long.
No.
Like you hate them for a minute, and after a while, everyone kind of like, all right.
So
You got to be really good at being
you know
hated,
who's
too.
you know who's still famous amongst a certain crowd, and she still apparently got money.
Who?
what the fuck is her name? She was the Dr. Phil bitch, the one that the
Bad
Cash
Baby.
Me Out, Bad Baby.
Well,
Yeah,
she's on
she's still getting money. She's still getting it back, but also has
Her
a
music isn't terrible.
She
though.
has a music career.
Listen to her. She's a walking meme too.
Absolutely.
I don't-
Her and that Vicky.
But I guess what? I still hate her. And she's still getting money. And she's still hated by a lot.
Her baby.
Her baby.
Her music isn't that terrible though. Like I don't listen to it, but I've heard a song,
Yeah,
so it's not terrible.
if I've heard a
I've
song,
never
it
heard
wasn't.
Bad Baby
It wasn't
song
because I
in my
was.
Never heard no song either.
I don't know if I did. That's what I'm saying. Like if
But
it
the
was
thing-
playing, I'm like,
Okay.
I've never actively
the
looked
thing is-
unless it was on the radio.
But the thing is, though, like a lot of people are still referring to her as the Cash Me Outside girl instead of Bad Baby.
Yeah.
You gotta refer to her as that. She ain't never gonna be anything else.
Because if nobody
But
told
she
me,
doesn't want to be referred like that.
if nobody told me that her name
don't
was
give a
Bad
fuck.
Baby, and somebody's like, "Oh, you listen to that Bad Baby?" I'm like, "What the fuck is that?"
Who?
They're like, "Oh, the Cash Me Outside girl," and I'm like, No, I didn't listen to her music, but I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, no, I'm not listening. Like she's a walking meme too, but she is getting the bag. I mean, apparently she's getting some deals, but people like to keep up on that type of shit because they, like I said, they just want to see you fail. And once she does like fall, because she will, everybody has a fall. Everyone. I mean, for example, Will Smith, right? Will Smith is going to be all right.
Yeah.
He is because he's Will Smith. Like he ain't really did nothing bad. He's not. He's not someone who thrives off of being hated. So he's gonna have a bounce back. But someone like 6ix9ine is not gonna have a bounce back, even if he tries to rebrand, which I think this is.
And I hope he never does have.
Yeah, I think Bad Baby's gonna fall off too at some point. We're gonna forget about her.
Bad Baby's just gonna stick to the OnlyFans if she ever do fall. Because let's be real, people are gonna pay to see her. Because there are some perverted people.
Yeah, no,
People pay to see people you never heard of, and
Exactly.
they're 100,000aires and shit like that.
You probably got a neighbor that got an OnlyFans that people are paying for. So.
To be honest, bro,
That's how they pay for their mortgage and shit.
I meet people and I expect
Sometimes I
like
wish, man.
any girl I meet, I expect them to have an OnlyFans.
Can I get a bag?
Probably
for
them pay
some of my
stuffs they
body?
be giving you when you be selling them.
Yeah, it's look, I mean, shit.
You make statements.
Honestly,
They all say Cash App on them.
I just thought
Venmo
of
or
a
Cash
question to
App.
ask.
No homo. Pause. Pause. But if I was a female, I have an OnlyFans.
Shit, I have OnlyFans too. Shit, if I knew,
What if he was ugly?
You don't have to post
Do
your
you know how many?
face.
Yeah.
They got bitches in ski masks.
That's true.
that's literally it.
Hey, have y'all ever just like went out and like you guys see a girl or anything, or you just like communicate and you just like think in the back of your head, do you wonder if this bitch got her OnlyFans?
I assume. That
You
they do.
assume?
I assume.
I'll be assuming shit.
Because
Too.
if you're making money, just like
Would you
first
ever
off,
ask?
no,
No.
what?
You got an OnlyFans?
Roger. What?
Not
No,
just
it
because you
depends-
want to
no,
like
no.
subscribe to it or anything,
No,
but
no, no.
just like
I actually would.
you would.
I'd ask, like, you got to only. I wouldn't subscribe. Fuck that.
No, I'm saying you would ask though.
You ain't never been curious, but like, all right, let me just see what this. Let me see what you do.
Like, okay, do you think a girl would find it as a compliment if you asked that though?
No, you automatically
Depends.
accept.
Not
No.
necessarily. If you're just saying like you're just
'Cause
saying, oh, you're so pretty, you got a banging body, you must have an
Must have an
OnlyFans.
OnlyFans.
So if you snuck it in like that, yes. If you were smooth about it, but if you was like, hey,
I'm not about to be like, hey,
Well,
you have an OnlyFans? I'm trying to do that. She'd be like, are you trying to subscribe?
yeah, we
Like,
got a 50% deal going on right now.
Nah, I want that free month subscription, girl.
2 months, 50% off. Yeah, hell yeah. But
make sure you tip good. Like,
shit.
no
These-
thanks.
I mean, and the funny thing is, like about OnlyFans, you don't even have to be naked on there. That's why I would have one. Like I was telling Jasmine, I was like, look, I might paint my toenails and take pictures of my feet,
Hey.
post them on OnlyFans.
Ruby Rose
people's
made an
buying feet photos.
OnlyFans.
They really was.
Ruby Rose made an OnlyFans, and her videos was just her folding clothes. Her first video was her folding clothes. And she had like 1 million people that subscribed to that shit. I was like, oh, she played y'all.
That's crazy because 1 million people, and they be like, "Oh, it's only $3 to subscribe," and then 1 million people pay that $3.
Dude,
And she probably had $10 one too. They was like, oh, Ruby Rose, I paid $20 for that shit. And then
$3 is a McDouble and a drink at McDonald's.
shit, you
Get
can
the
catch me
fuck
on
outta here.
OnlyFans washing dishes. If you tip. If
And
you tip.
it was funny too because there was this one girl on I seen it on Twitter.
A beard there, butt naked, like he was on Baby Boy.
coming out with the naked cooking show.
Yeah.
Scoop, I see
Shit,
you.
my man. Dude,
I see you- I see you
like,
Hey, nah.
Get Scoop the nipple tassels. Shake them titties while he's making some bacon.
We in an apron, booty all out, cooking bacon.
You know what's funny though? Actually, to be real, I guarantee you, y'all can find at least 100 people that would pay to see y'all do that too.
Hell yeah.
Hey,
I would have the
You
most
post that
creative
shit on Twitter,
OnlyFans
Instagram?
ever.
oh my God,
I'd be doing all type of shit.
We get the TikTok followers up, and you're like, look, we got the OnlyFans page.
Hey,
now.
check
we doing
my,
the same shit, but
Hey,
we
check
ass
my link
naked.
tree. Check the link tree.
Check the link tree.
Shit.
We got you.
Be doing dance challenges naked and shit. You know what I mean? Like, man, I'd be doing all type of shit. I'd be the most entertaining OnlyFans ever.
Oh man,
my
wake up early in the morning. The intro. You want some breakfast? And then all of a sudden it goes to us cooking.
Man.
Oh my God.
Shit, I might have to chase the bag.
Man, look. Hey, look,
Get
look.
the bag however you can
My
get
thing
it.
is,
Hey, listen.
I never judge a hustle. It might not be for me,
Yep.
but get it how you can.
Yeah.
So if you get money by being naked, I'm actually envying you because that shit sounds easy. I had to go to fucking work all the time.
That's what I'm saying.
Tell me I could be at my house as naked
Imagine
and get
not
money.
having to wear
I
clothes.
gotta work this 8:30 to 5 and
I
shit.
don't gotta worry about getting dressed and shit.
Man.
Yeah, you just
wake up in the morning and
just
turn
take
your
a
camera
photo.
on.
You ain't gotta show no nipple. You ain't gotta show no puss.
We just prop
You can
this
just-
right here.
You can just be like this,
Yeah.
and people are paying for that just because it's who you are. I'm telling you.
I know people that was just literally selling pictures of them like this.
Easy money.
You telling me what? Feet
You make-
pictures?
And then they out in Turks and Caicos every other
Man.
weekend. Like,
Right.
come on, give me that lifestyle.
Hustle hard. And Cancun, but you didn't hustle shit.
Yeah.
That's the kind of shit that triggers me though. Like I go to work
I know they
every
mean-
damn day. I work a 9 to goddamn 6 job or 8 to 5, whatever the fuck you want to call it.
Plus OT.
And I cannot fucking afford to go out of country. And then I see someone that
They ain't
doesn't
even
do
gotta.
shit
They ain't even gotta
except
request no
set up
days.
a
Right.
fucking camera and take pictures of themselves naked, and they out here in fucking Rome.
Dog.
What the fuck?
There was a girl one time on
Sorry.
Twitter.
I
Like
just had to get that out.
I saw it. Dude had screenshotted it. It was a picture she posted
Yeah.
on Twitter and was like, subscribe to my OnlyFans to see like the, because it was like it only showed this part.
Oh no.
And
I know exactly where this is going. I ain't seen
it
it.
showed the whole thing, but she had bottoms on. So he's like, this bitch played me.
That's what I'm saying. They be hustling.
I'm
That's what, like,
shit.
man, like when Kanye came out, like he said on, what was that, on Drink Champs? He said, I'll be ready then, they shit. I'll be, leaking they shit. I'll be stealing it. I don't blame him. Because I feel like you got to, like, test it first. Like, all right, is this bitch playing or is she actually getting butt naked? like, look,
Most they be playing. They be like, well, shit, you subscribed already, so.
I'm
you
a
paid that, you paid that $50, no refunds. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh hell no.
Yeah. Watch your
Show
money.
me
Watch
at
your
least a
pocket.
titty.
Let's get one.
At least.
Man,
Just one.
I don't need both. Just one.
Would you date someone who had an OnlyFans?
Yeah.
Or would you? Yeah.
Yeah.
When you make contact with them?
That's what I was about to say. I'd have to make contact.
You fucking
of
on
course,
camera?
with you.
Of course.
Okay.
I'd have to make content with you. I'm not.
We
Just,
getting,
You
we get,
have
hey,
to?
we getting the bag. You know what I'm saying? We
to.
chasing
What
the
if they
bag. We
just
getting
doing
that shit
solo
regardless.
shit?
I'm getting money.
Look,
We getting money.
What if they don't give you
We getting
shit?
paid.
it depends.
She better be
on-
buying everything. She don't gotta give me nothing. You better.
I say,
better.
look, it depends on how much she's making. If she's making some
If she
bullshit,
making like
$500
$500
a month,
Like,
nah,
you gotta stop
fuck
it.
You gotta
that.
cut
This
that.
ain't, this
You
ain't for you. Not
We
everybody.
either gotta do this together or you gotta cut this shit out.
We gotta rebrand.
we rebranding.
Like, we gotta start over. Start over to making a
Okay.
new one.
Okay, quick question though. You don't find that weird though that there'd be dudes subscribing to see your dick and like you fucking her?
They bad. That shit do with me. They watch it. Look, motherfuckers watch porn all the time.
Robbie, how many sex tapes you got?
Cut this shit off. Edit this out.
Fuck no.
Anyway.
hey, clip that.
They're not released. They're not out there.
They're
but
not out there.
Hey,
Anyways,
for your future OnlyFans?
when I make it OnlyFans, they might be on there. No, but listen.
Cut that shit real quick. No.
Motherfuckers watch porn all the time.
All the time. Addicted to it.
So, they looking at other people's dicks too. So,
but can you imagine
that's
if
almost
there's
like
people
drug
you know,
dealing.
and then all of a sudden you got some dude coming up to you that you your boy subscribes to you.
I didn't subscribe to my girl's Onlyfans though.
Hey.
Yeah, that's more of a red flag.
Hey.
Yeah. That's more like
you
like
never know, bro.
You'd be like, oh, hey, nigga.
They help. You
was out there stroking that shit on that OnlyFans the other day. Man, I seen that.
You
get your hands off.
I'm like, nigga, why you subscribe to my girl OnlyFans?
Hold up. Hey, nice dick, Robbie.
Oh shit.
They supporting your girl.
Being that
Man.
they supporting us. That's what
Look,
they do.
I guess they supporting us.
Like they pay.
But
I said my pockets is fat. I'm going on trips. I'm having fun.
You snapping on one of your boys if they did though?
No, I've been trying to subliminally put it in my wife's head. Like, you got some nice feet. Let's post them feet pictures. Look at them.
Get your nails. I pay for the pedicure.
Look, we go to
paying for feet photos.
We go to Blush. Get
Post
the nails
feet.
done. They give us a complimentary drink too. Like, come on,
There we go. I'm like, I got the cameras too. Look, I can take some
ain't that
pictures
one,
of feet. Man, we can get your bath water stored up too. We can sell your bath water. We can do hair clippings. We can do all that shit. Have a full business.
Based on feet.
Yeah, feet photos, hair clippings.
Do any of you guys have a feet fetish?
No, people have feet. Belly button photos. People had that. Man, it's crazy.
I knew it.
It's
None of y'all
crazy
have
what
feet
people.
fetish?
No.
So if
You
a
have
girl
a feet
have
fetish?
hell no. I think feet are weird. Bro, like
Yeah,
I even think my own feet are weird.
Yeah, I think bacteria is weird. That's what it is. Like, that's why I don't want feet fetish.
But
I'm
have
like,
y'all ever met anyone that like?
Yeah.
No, but so hold on, hear me out. Y'all ever met someone that they said they can be the most like the baddest girl in the world, perfect body,
Yeah.
but if they have ugly feet, that dude won't date her.
Okay, so kind of.
By the way, I know I'm
Kinda.
not gonna say his name, but I know someone that
No,
is
but
like
I'm
this.
kind of like that.
I know
Like
somebody like that too.
But I'm kind of like, okay, you could be the baddest girl in the world. There's a couple deal breakers for me. If I go in your bedroom messy, like, nah,
Yeah,
that's
I'm
a
not
deal
doing that.
breaker.
That's a deal breaker.
My bedroom messy. We can't be having too messy.
Yeah, exactly. Because I'm a messy motherfucker, so you can't be messy too.
Yin and yang.
Right?
The thing.
If your
You know
teeth
what?
are
No, no,
yellow,
go ahead.
I'm not fucking with you. You can have the fattest ass, but your teeth is yellow. That's over. It's in. Can't have yellow teeth.
I use some damn Colgate.
What about body hair? Like if a chick has like, I mean, honestly, there's some Hispanic Latinas that be having like
See,
a lot of.
that's you can't,
honestly, I ain't gonna lie. That's a weird thing to me.
can't
That's a
control
deal
it.
breaker to me.
sideburns.
But then again, because I am a mustache.
We look the same. We're using the same Gillette. I don't know about that.
Bro, what is Gillette? I don't know anything about Gillette. What is
sideburns, arm hair. We can get past arm hair.
I can't, bro. I
Leg
can't
hair
do
in the
it.
wintertime if you're wearing jeans. Okay, but
Dude, arm
For
hair.
me, I got a
honestly,
weird thing
is
about
cringy.
armpit hair. Like if I could see that shit sticking out from,
I feel like it depends. Cause some people they have body hair, but like,
Shave that shit.
yeah.
but it's not a lot.
Why
Then
is
there's
it?
those people that they got a lot
Nah,
of that shit.
I'm talking about a chick that I've seen chicks that have as much hair as I do on my arms, and I have quite a bit of hair. I can't do it. Just shave your arms. I'm a hairy motherfucker. I don't need to be like petting a.
rubbing their socks on the rug.
y'all be shot together. Y'all making love and creating static together.
There's a spark there.
That's a question actually. What are turnoffs for y'all?
Oh man, I gotta say hygiene. Hygiene's the biggest one.
Hygiene's number one.
But
I can't do it.
Like if you don't smell good, you know what I'm saying. You better smell like chamomile and cherry blossom. That's it.
so what if a girl checks off every single box personality? If they don't smell good, you can't do it.
No,
Nah.
Because
If you stink,
because now I can't bring you around family.
you over here smelling like a 12-year-old,
you gotta do is sneak the
12-year-old
Febreze and
preteen.
hell no, because I know my family. They gonna be sitting there like, God damn, this butt stink.
What's that smell? And they gonna start searching for that smell.
Man. And then I was like, yeah, you see,
It's that motherfucker right there.
I know you smelled the way Robbie girl smelled.
And they're gonna be talking about it at other events.
Talk about that shit.
No.
for months, years, sometimes.
Y'all remember, like, as kids, like, we used to listen to, like, our parents talk to other, like, adults, like your aunts and uncles. And why is it that our parents would always tell us the most disappointing things that we do? And it always is after, like, say one of your cousins did something good. Oh, well, Roger did this and that, and it was, like, something bad.
It's like,
oh, my cousin got an A, and Roger got F's.
Telling all your business.
That would be like that.
Bro, like, y'all ever done that?
I wish that Robbie wasn't out there acting up in school. Like,
yeah, my parents do it with my kids. They go, oh, like I'd be like, oh yeah, Arya and Gabriel and kids, they got good grades. Oh, that's good. They got good grades. You was in class fucking up. You barely passed. You barely graduated. You
Fuck,
was
Mom, let me live.
You was an F student.
Mama don't tell my kids that shit. What is wrong with you?
It's always the most embarrassing or disappointing thing ever, too. And it's
I
right
was-
after, like, someone
I was
gives
sitting
someone
there
a
like-
compliment.
Parents love talking shit.
I really said like,
Mama always be talking about how Robbie almost killed her. All the time. Like, I was delivering you and I almost died.
every year on my birthday, man, when I was giving birth to Robbie, man, he was not coming out, and then they put the epidural in my side, and it
Were
numbed.
you a C-section, baby?
Yeah.
Same here. And guess what? My mom does the exact same fucking thing.
No, but she talks about how I was the worst birth out of all my brothers.
Same.
She's like, because she'd be like, the epidural had one side numb and the other side was in pain. I threw up on the doctor. He was hurting me. And I was like, Mom, I was damn near 27 years ago.
I'm gonna tell y'all something that's kind low key, kind of embarrassing, but low key, kind of personal.
Yeah.
So when I talk to my mom, I'll be like, "I love you, Mom." Right? She'd be like, "I love you more." I'll be like, "No, I love you the mostest." She always says, "They had to cut me out of you." They had to cut you out of me. They cut me open to get you out, so I love you more.
Mom, I had no control over that.
How is that your fault?
Right.
She's like, if it wasn't for you damn near dribbling goddamn balls while you were in me, because like when I came out, I guess I had the umbilical cord wrapped around my neck.
That's not that's not your fault.
Apparently, I was moving around so much, and I don't know. I was
She
playing
should have
jump
more-
rope with that motherfucker.
Should have more space. But you wasn't roomy enough up in there.
Like, how can I control that? Like, fuck, Mom, stop bringing it up. 30 years later, Jesus.
That shit all the time. Like, well, I had no control over that. Like, if I had the choice, I'd have been out. Like, get me out of here. Shit.
What y'all watching these days?
I haven't really been watching too much TV.
I just started Ozark on Netflix. I just started that shit.
I've heard about it.
Is it good?
I haven't watched it yet.
Aside from Snowfall
I
and
said Snowfall and Power.
Yeah.
Whatever else 50 Cent be making.
Both shows I've never seen.
Snowfall? That's right. I keep trying to get you on
Snowfall's
Snowfall,
good.
man.
Snowfall's good. Watch
I'm
that one.
Wait, so
I've already told I told Prentice this, but I have to like binge watch shows. I can't watch one episode and be
Snowfall's season
satisfied.
five.
you got 5 seasons.
Snowfall's season 5, right?
You got a lot
Every episode an
Get your
hour.
ass on Hulu. And your ass
Every
to
episode an
binge
hour.
watch.
You got time.
really binge watching it.
Oh, 5 seasons.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
That's
it's
a lot of time, bro.
Yeah, you
Jump-
got a
jump
lot
in,
of time. Yeah, so what are your thoughts about this season so far?
I like it. It's not as fast paced and crazy as all the rest of them, but it's still good. Cause, you know, there's still stuff going on.
See, I think it is fast paced. All the crazy shit that's happened this season, I think it's a little bit more random, and like it's like, yo, what the fuck? Where'd this shit come from? Where that shit came out of nowhere? Like I didn't understand that. But like I felt like the first couple seasons, first 4 seasons, it was like shit gradually built up to a fucking finale that was like, yo, damn. And then, but this season's just been like rapid fire. What the fuck gonna happen next? What the fuck gonna happen next? What the fuck?
Yeah.
But it's all random. It didn't seem like it was in. Oh shit.
I got a question. What year is the show in, like, right now, season 5?
I think right now it's like 88 right now.
Okay, because I told you, I watched, like, the first, like, 30 minutes of the first episode.
Mm-hmm.
And then, you know, it obviously takes place in, like, the 80s, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's 80s.
That's why I was just asking,
During
like,
the crack
wondering,
era.
like, if it's, like...
They're literally driving Cadillacs and shit like that.
Yeah.
It looks like a good show, but
It's
for
really
me
good.
to get into a show, I have to be, like, really invested, and it just hasn't caught my eye yet, I guess.
Yeah,
So
bro,
it probably will. I just got to give it a chance.
Yeah. You know, my thing with this season is, and this is, you know, John Singleton was one of my favorite writers. And Like, the thing I really liked about his writing style was like everything was kind of like based on realism. We've been to LA, you know what I mean? We stay out there, and you watch the first 4 seasons, and the show felt like LA.
Yeah.
Like you can feel it, like just in the talk and the slang, and the environment and the things that were going on. Even like the politics, right? Like some of the even like the gang politics and even the dope dealing politics. This season don't feel like LA. To me, it doesn't have like that same vibe to it. Like it kind of feels like Power to me. If I'm being honest with you, that's what it feels like.
Yeah.
It feels like it's not even taking place in LA. It's just like, all right, now we're just telling a story about a drug lord named Franklin, and this is all the drama that's going on.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like it doesn't feel like it's rooted in the city anymore, and it feels like it's just about Franklin.
Yeah, because excuse me, because that was you did hit it on the head with Power. It's kind of like it starts off in a certain scene, and then like it just keeps building on that and that and that, and then at some point in both shows, it's just like they just focus on like something so small now. Like it's not like, oh, like we doing this, we're trying to do this, we're trying to do this, now we're gonna do this and this and this. Now it's just like one thing, and they're just focusing that whole season on one thing.
Yep.
Right.
So like,
By the way, y'all are not selling me on like watching this show like completely.
No.
So you got me wanting to watch it and then stopping at like season 4.
No. Watch it.
because like I said, I still like the season.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's just like, and I'm expect that actually from a lot of shows, because you'll watch something and it's like this is going on, and then all of a sudden it's kind of like they did so much that they can't just keep trying to bring new stuff in there.
Yeah,
Right.
I think that's why shows don't last as long.
Yeah.
as,
Yeah, I feel like
they
they're
used
trying to change directions, and I promise you this: if you watch the show, it's not gonna end up like Game of Thrones. Okay, you're not gonna get to season 8.
You had to bring.
You're not gonna get to season 8, and
You want me to flip this table if in anger that I waited 2 years after season.
you're not gonna
7.
suffer through 7 great seasons.
You know
and
what?
then-
They should have just ended it after the second
know what?
episode in season 8. By the way,
I didn't watch Game of Thrones, but
Watch up to season
what
7.
everybody
and
was
stop.
telling
stop
me
after season 7.
once season 8, everybody's like, bro, don't watch this shit. I was like,
Hey, after season 7, use your imagination.
but like
It's a great show.
like Walking Dead. Like once it got to,
Oh, but Walking Dead is
don't
getting
even
good
give me
again.
is it getting good again?
Yes.
Once
Well,
Glenn-
they're about
once
to end
Once
it.
Glenn died,
Once Glenn died, it's
once
like,
Glenn
bro, I'm not
died, I
watching
was
this
done.
shit no more.
I didn't want to watch it no more. I was like, I'm cool.
So they're on their final season before they're getting into like more film stuff. So The Walking Dead is doing this whole like Marvel Cinematic Universe type thing.
They have Fear the Walking Dead, and then
Yeah,
they
they
have
have,
another spinoff with Nick Gann and somebody else.
What
right?
is it called? Like Beyond something.
Yeah.
I know what you're talking about. I watched it. It was pretty good. But The Walking Dead is doing this whole like MCU type shit. Like spoiler alert. Like they almost killed like Rick Grimes off, but he's not dead.
Of course,
but
they've almost killed him off how many times?
No, but like he's not on the actual show no more. Is like what I'm talking about, because eventually, like him and Michonne aren't even on the show anymore, because they're transitioning them to do actual movies, like Walking Dead movies, and then it's gonna be the same with Daryl Dixon and Carol.
Yeah.
I think that was my biggest bone to pick with that whole series, The Walking Dead itself. Like,
right.
But it was kind of their premise. So it was like Grey's Anatomy, where they have like the characters that just.
You watch Grey's Anatomy?
I do. Don't fuck with me. Listen.
Are we not gonna sit here and roast him for watching Grey's
hold on.
Anatomy?
Hey,
Look,
don't get at me.
Robbie, I will fucking.
I don't.
Okay.
But I know so many people that watch Grey's Anatomy.
But look,
I do too.
My parents-
And guess what?
my parents
Guess
watch
what?
the shit.
Okay. They're either a female or they're with a woman.
so listen.
Which one is you?
Listen.
Don't talk about my cuz like
Don't
that.
get at me like that. Don't get at me like that. All right. I was invested. when I was in a relationship, and then I just got, I had to keep it going.
You gotta stop watching.
Nah. Anyways,
Stop reading now.
Cut the cord.
Can I get my point out? Like I said, my bone to pick with The Walking Dead is that it's an ever revolving cast. Like I feel like I like these characters that I like really grow to like, and like, oh man, I can't wait to see where they end up. Next thing you know, they dead.
But that's the realism of the show.
Yeah, I feel like that. I feel like that has to happen.
I get that, but at the same time, don't kill off my favorites and leave me with a bunch of people I can't fucking stand.
But that's what makes. I mean, to me, that's what makes The Walking Dead good. But
that's what makes any show good.
The problem I had with The Walking Dead was it felt like they hit a road where, all right,
they did.
The zombies aren't that scary no more. Because these motherfuckers are walking.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, I watched World War Z.
I said, these ain't the World War Z, I am Legend zombies.
No, because the motherfuckers was scary. I was like, holy shit, they running? They climbing walls?
Full on sprints. Hey,
man,
all of a sudden they run like, hey, all of a sudden they running 4-2-40 times. They didn't even run that fast when they was alive. Zombies on steroids.
Man, they ain't got no lungs, so they just run it. They
sprint, and then they sound barriers is just so crazy. Like when it was on that airplane and that suitcase barely hit the ground. Hey, look, all of a sudden they gone.
I was like,
God.
But apparently you become a superhuman.
Yeah, but like it got to this point where it was like, all right, the humans have figured out how to keep the zombies away and how to stay safe, right? They started building civilizations. So I was like, all right, now I can see the show starting getting a little weird. And then they get to that one place that they've been trying to all get to, and then they find out the humans are humans. I'm like, oh, god damn it! Like to me, that just it didn't add to the show. It like created this extra plot that I felt like now it wasn't even about the zombies no more. It was like,
well, it's technically just about surviving in that
post-apocalyptic world.
Yeah, that's what it's really about.
But
you know what zombies scared the fuck out of me? The Train to Busan zombies. Them
motherfuckers. Dude, those zombies were fucking.
Those zombies are fucking great. Have you seen that fucking movie?
Oh, that's a great movie.
If you ever watch it, watch.
Y'all never seen that?
And then I haven't seen Peninsula yet. That's a sequel. I haven't seen that one either. But Train to Busan is a fucking great movie. It's, if you like foreign films, obviously, nigga, we watch anime, so you can read subtitles. So watch that fucking movie.
That was a good movie though.
I gotta watch it.
It almost, bro. All right, you know this. It damn near broke my heart when the dude that used to be a sumo wrestler was like saving the people.
Yeah.
He's on the train.
Spoilers, though.
Yeah, my bad. He saved the pregnant woman.
Still, watch the movie.
It's a great movie.
I don't care. Yeah, it's great.
That shit almost killed
movies
me.
End the same, though. I
mean, not all of them.
I feel like they all end the same.
We had that.
They find a cure.
We had that
alternate. They didn't find a cure.
They didn't find no goddamn cure. No.
Yeah, that alternate universe. That alternate universe. I Am Legend ending whatever.
Yeah.
I don't know how all of a sudden I see.
Did you see that? Why am I just now seeing this?
I saw it on like Facebook, and I'm like, this didn't happen.
I thought it was fake.
Will Smith blew his ass up.
You're talking about the scene where like Will Smith like is carrying the monster, the zombie.
Yeah, giving it, and then it's like,
oh, so they just
and then they
drive
off
everything.
That's not.
These zombies are just gonna forget the fact that they kidnapped.
They have a conscience.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Apparently, like they just were just bloodthirsty.
Yeah.
That's why they decided not to go with that as the original.
Yeah, because you know they're going to come out with a new one, right?
That Will Smith is in.
Yeah, they're coming out with a new I Am Legend.
How?
Exactly.
So they're going to use the alternate ending one. Are they going to use
the alternate ending one?
He killed himself!
What if... Okay. Hey, bro. What if they did this, though? They like the Mandela effect. You know what the Mandela effect is? What if they try to do that to us?
Nah, they're going to connect the...
Not a chance, bro.
Will Smith somehow survived a grenade explosion?
God, they be doing that too much in movies. I swear. Like they kill him off, and then they try to
he survived, though.
It happened that
Make
this
him a fucking
happened.
cyborg.
The new Matrix movie is a perfect example of that.
God, dude. Like, yeah, the new Matrix was... I mean, I haven't even watched it, to be honest with you.
Don't waste your time.
That shit was terrible.
Well, because, see, I watched
it on HBO Max.
No, okay.
That wasn't good.
I need you guys' honest opinion about this movie. And everyone hyped it up, and then I finally watched it. The new Mortal Kombat. How'd you feel?
I thought it was okay for what it was.
I thought it was good for a Mortal Kombat movie.
I didn't like the new character at all.
Oh, that was my biggest beef with it.
I didn't like him.
Because the whole time I'm thinking, who the fuck is this guy?
I was thinking that too.
And because I was expecting, they obviously... They kind of somewhat made Liu Kang, a vital like a main character ish without doing it.
Yeah.
But
I liked every character besides the main character.
absolutely,
He
same here.
wasn't Mortal
Bro,
Kombat.
What was it?
He
What
wasn't
was the?
like, even if they were introducing a new character, he just like I couldn't picture him being in the games.
Yeah.
What's his?
What
What
was
was
that
that
I
dude's
feel
name
like
that has
I feel like the
Ken Lau.
King
Well,
Lao.
bro, he was my favorite in that movie.
But that was like when it was one of those Mortal Kombat games we played, and they introduced was that story mode? The dude turned old.
I know exactly what
Shevchenko.
you're talking about. Yes.
That was
Yeah.
just like, where the fuck did this dude come
Shevchenko.
from?
But I
This
feel
dude
like-
wasn't even a good character to fight with in the
No,
game.
you didn't want to use him at all. You wanted to unlock other characters.
Yeah,
just
you
so
literally
way
played
you
that
could-
shit just to unlock everybody.
Yeah. Nah, Shevchenko was
So, but
garbage.
I mean, I say it was besides him, it was good for Mortal Kombat because I'm not expecting none of the Mortal Kombat movies to be like cinematic. Like,
See, my beef with and this might be unpopular, but my beef with the Mortal Kombat cinematic universe is that the video games have way better story
they do.
telling,
They do.
you know, storytelling shit to use, like that they could use in actual movies. And I'm like,
Right.
y'all can make
I be
great
thinking that.
fucking movies
I be thinking that all the
based
time.
off of what's in the video games.
I be thinking all the time.
I'll
But
be
yeah, but-
wondering why.
Yeah, like
writers
remember,
don't
like
do that
what was
either.
it? Mortal Kombat. I think it was not 4 because 4 was on Dreamcast.
Yeah.
It was I think it was 5 that came out when Liu Kang got killed.
That was Deadly Alliance.
Deadly Alliance. Yeah,
I, ain't
I think
gonna lie,
which was
that
number 5.
Shit triggered me because
It did, but that's the
That shit would have made you cry in theaters.
That's exactly
You're
what I'm
absolutely
saying.
right.
You got Liu Kang.
Like how that whole thing happened. Yeah, shit. They jumped him.
I
You
said
know,
Liu
you had
Kang
Quan
literally
Chi.
whooping on Quan Chi and Shang Tsung, but then somehow he gets behind him and snaps his neck.
Yeah.
You're right.
Like-
That would have made me cry in theaters.
Man,
I remember just watching that intro to the game, and I was like, "What the?"
That was the intro.
that was
Yes,
the intro.
that was
the- Yeah,
Like
they did that.
literally,
I'd
put
walk
the-
out
they
the
really
theater
did
if that was it.
like you literally.
I couldn't do it.
movie. I didn't even finish watching
Y'all ever
it.
seen that TikTok? Emotional.
damage.
That's emotional damage.
Let's tell you,
to
like literally, we put the disc in, and
like,
they
you
haven't
ain't even 2 minutes in.
and it wasn't
Yes,
even one of
bro.
those like
You haven't even
intros
seen the main
that
menu
you
yet.
could skip.
You haven't even
They
seen
wouldn't even let you
They
skip
made
it.
you
Credits
watch. They
rolling
made
in
you
They
there.
would
watch
make
it.
you watch the shit.
Yeah.
Liu Kang just sitting there minding his business. Shang Tsung and Quan Chi come through. He start fighting them. They jumping them. Then he start whooping on Shang Tsung. Quan Chi come and snap his neck.
do it. I'd have to cry.
And then now we gotta play the damn game with no Liu Kang.
Yeah, like we all excited.
Tears in
It's
your
like,
eyes,
yeah.
welling up,
Man,
sniffling.
I don't play this
I
shit
wouldn't
no
even
more.
play the game.
But the dope thing though, that was when they introduced all the different fighting styles. Like
Yeah.
every character had their own different type of technique. Like
Yeah, they had like three. It was like 2 different fighting techniques and then a sword.
yeah, 2 melees and then a sword. And I remember I was like, oh, like this is dope. And like you would actually like want to learn some of them. Like I remember like Scorpion had the hop keto. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, you're like, all
We
right.
doing this in person. Like, all right, we gonna fight like that.
Yeah, like I'm
I
gonna start
like
doing this,
that.
and then all of a sudden you get your ass whooped. You're like, I see this in a video game. Like, nah, it don't work in real life.
Man.
But,
About the Mortal Kombat movie, you know what? It was kind of entertaining, but I kind of didn't like. It was
What?
kind of corny. Like,
because it was that main,
you know,
it was
like
that
when
main
after,
character.
what's his name? Kung Lao. After he kills that thing, he's like, what does he say? Does he say like some shit like fatality or some shit? Or
Yeah.
they would say like the popular line.
Flawless victory.
That's what he said.
That's what he said,
He said
flawless.
flawless victory.
But that's the
And
thing,
I'm
though,
like,
like I
who
said-
says that after winning a fight?
Every single Mortal Kombat movie was corny.
Because the game is kind of. If
Bro,
you
don't
think
talk shit about the early.
No,
Mortal
but if you
Kombat
think
Dude,
about-
what shit was terrible.
they were bad, but they were good. They were good for their time, but,
Yeah.
they were bad.
Go back and watch that shit right now.
I have, and I enjoy it still.
I mean, you can enjoy it, but it's terrible and it's corny. It's just this Mortal Kombat.
Let's be real.
I watch it
The
again.
only thing corny about it is the graphics. To be honest,
No.
like when you're watching Goro, like okay, that's obviously
I mean,
fake.
some of the shit that they say. I mean, just
Yeah.
think about like the conversation, like Johnny Cage. That nigga,
Yeah, even the lead up to stuff. Like it wasn't like
the lingo and shit. That they
it was
use.
like the lead up to every problem wasn't big enough for it to be a problem. It was like, you know what I mean? Like it was like, why are we fighting about
All-
this shit? Like we really fighting about this? Like,
every
come
Mortal
on.
Kombat fight can be categorized as a nigga moment.
Yeah, it's like why am I? Yeah, like,
Literally,
this is
what
a
the fuck
dumb
that
shit.
is.
Like y'all saved the planet. Like, Raiden, you here, dog? Like, why do I gotta do this?
Raiden, you are the strongest fucking.
You're a god.
Like, why are you leaving this up to humans?
Yeah, bro. Like, I'm mortal, dog. You got this, Raiden.
I need
like,
you guys to do that.
You see this nigga
How
got?
the fuck you got?
He got 6 arms.
Lightning and you're a god, bro. Help me.
This motherfucker has a skull for a face. That's not even. He's shooting ice at him.
Yeah, no. Like,
doing, Raiden?
he can suck souls out. No, I'm good.
And I'm
He-
Johnny K. I ought a nut punch. That's all I got. That's all I got. You got thunder, bro.
Yeah, I feel like the Earth heroes has some of the weakest power. Like Sonya didn't really have no powers.
didn't have nothing.
She had flexibility.
They
Jax
gave her technology.
Jax
in
had
the newer ones.
had armor arms,
Because
and that
he
was
got his shit ripped off.
exactly. Like Earth,
Bro,
like
I like how they did that in the new movie. I'm not gonna lie.
They gave him them little scrawny arms at first.
yeah.
Man.
That shit was, I didn't like that.
That
I'm
part
talking
didn't-
about like how
that part didn't make sense. And then too, I didn't like how they did my man Scorpion. I feel like if when they introduced him, I wanted to see Scorpion be Scorpion. Like I wanted to see the thing pop out of his hand. Like I didn't want to see something wrapped around his arm. Like that wasn't Scorpion. Like
Yeah, it really was.
I like the way Scorpion looked.
My boy could summon the powers of hell.
I
You
like-
telling me
I
he
like
couldn't
the way
make a
they
thing
all
come?
look.
Yeah,
Sub-Zero looked dope.
yeah.
You know what I mean? But
But you're right about Scorpion. I didn't like that he was a low key good guy either.
Yeah.
Like I only know Scorpion as being like the bad guy and like Sub-Zero.
Well, they made him a good guy in the newer games, like in
Oh.
MKX and MK11.
Have you ever watched any of the animated Mortal Kombat movies?
uh-uh.
Oh, they're pretty fire.
Yeah.
And he's like an anti-hero in it, I guess.
Well, the thing I like about Mortal Kombat in general, though, like besides like your main characters, there really isn't actually good guys and bad guys. Like besides your main ones, like Jax, Sonya, Luke Cage,
Johnny Cage.
yeah. But everyone is like trying to fight, for their realm in a way.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like it's not like
Which, in a way, they're good guys in their own right. It's one of
exactly.
those things
Yeah,
that,
they're heroes in their realm.
Yeah, the moral sense, like, you think I'm doing something bad, but I think I'm doing Thanos effect.
Yeah.
Thanos is trying to protect people.
Was Thanos right?
Hey, speaking of this, let's talk about this
Thanos
actually.
right?
Okay,
If
no.
Thanos did what he did, would gas prices be what they are now?
I was about to say, I was like, look, Thanos is right in a sense because some of these motherfuckers need to go.
Whoa. Okay. Look, all right. I was talking about. I was about to get into like some MCU type shit, like. For instance,
I was gonna say some shit. Let me not. I had to think it over in
I'm
my
not
head
trying to-
real quick. Hold on.
I'm not trying to say people should
I
die.
want to get us canceled.
I'm not trying to say people should die. Let's
We'd be able to buy a
put that in there
house
there.
right
People
now.
should not die. Okay, that's not what I'm saying. Some people just do too much.
the IQ level
might-
is so. No, let's
Might
say
have
that
disappeared for about 5 years. That's
There
it.
we go. Yeah, just give us a 5-year blip. Like, just give us that, and we all get to catch up. And,
Oh my god. No, but so like, have y'all ever heard the theory about like Thanos' like snap was because like to protect the people from like the Celestials? Because like as y'all seen the terrible movie, The Eternals.
but it wasn't just that. Like it like
No, but so hold on, real quick, just let me. So the Eternals, right?
Yeah.
Like, what they need, like the evolution of Earth or some shit. Like,
Yeah,
like,
they needed
the energy. Or
they needed the
whatever.
population to,
Yeah,
and they needed
okay.
the Earthlings to evolve to a point to where they created such technology.
Okay,
Yeah.
That's what it was about.
so it's like they wouldn't have a lot of the technologies if like they would have just been okay with like.
Shit, I think we have more.
You think we have more? If
Yeah.
you think the Celestials are still coming
less-
in the MCU?
Less waste, less usage. I think we'd be able to advance further. Like, think about it now. Like,
Can you ever think? Have you ever thought about like, okay, when Thanos did his snap, right?
if I was Thanos,
Like, no, say you're like in an airplane, right? And that airplane just crashes, and then like, what happened to all them people when they snapped all those guys back?
good question. Do they just fall midair?
Like, well, shit, I'm dead anyway. It's over.
Just let me back.
It's over. You brought me back, and I'm dead.
I don't want to feel this
Right.
pain.
Like, they went from being dusted away, probably non-painless. Like, because to be honest, the only person who felt it was Peter Parker. with Spider-Man, and we still don't know how he even felt it.
Yeah.
Remember, he's like, "Oh, I don't feel too good," but to a fucking painful death at a 30,000 feet in the air.
He has the dust. Yeah, damn it.
Hey, can you imagine the time that's passing as you're falling?
I feel like you would die before you hit the ground, though.
How do you say that?
They say that, like, if you were to fall from that, like, such height, you would lose oxygen because you can't exhale when there's so much oxygen that's being forced down your throat. That's
painful in itself.
The thing you have to. Well, yeah, they probably would because that's why they say. Because I'm not.
I mean, shit, I'm not gonna test it
I'm
out.
not jumping out of no airplane. But that's what they say when you skydive, you have to be like literally a certain way, or else you can't get oxygen.
What if these motherfuckers is maneuvering as they're in the free fall?
How would you want to?
Let me get in my position.
Let me try to get the right way. Oh shit! I got a parachute.
Okay, I got another one. Okay, what about the motherfuckers that was in a submarine?
Oh my god!
I'm just saying, there's a lot of people that died as soon as they got blipped back, and they didn't know how they died.
The submarine.
But they just died.
I feel like the submarine was just sitting in the damn ocean.
Yeah.
So I feel like they got back into the submarine. But the
airplane
airplane
is floating. It's not gonna stay in place.
Yeah, it's gonna sink or some shit. If it's been 5 years, that shit is not gonna stay at where it's
Yeah,
at.
it would have ran out of gas.
was at the top.
Would've
It
ran out-
gas to be at the top.
Yeah, but when you
Submarine?
okay, but when you blip back,
Bruh, they
the
don't
submarine is
float.
at the top, but you're where the submarine was.
Yeah.
Why can't you just be in the submarine?
No, think about it. So, like, you seen the Black Widow movie, right?
Yeah.
So remember when the blip happened to Yelena, all of a sudden, she was still in the same bathroom, but then she walked out and
That
her
was
friend...
in the Hawkeye show.
That
by
was
the way.
Oh, that was a Hawkeye. Okay, the Hawkeye
I know what
shot.
you're
Well,
talking
anyways,
about.
yeah, she walked out and her friend had a kid and all that stuff, right? So you blipped back right where you was. And the craziest part about it is...
The submarine didn't blip with you either?
No, and the craziest part about it, to you, it just looked like it was a second, right? So, like, you in a submarine or airplane, and all of a sudden,
you're like,
oh, shit! What the fuck is going on?
Confused.
I'm looking at an old shark coming at me. Like,
Bro, they point the Avengers out as such heroes when realistically, them snapping killed, like, probably tens of thousands of people. So who's the real villain?
If I was Thanos, you know what I would have done?
What would you have done?
I would have had a presentation for the Avengers. I'd have went to them first. I just say, hey guys, look,
Slideshow. Whole
This-
PowerPoint presentation.
You mean a literal presentation?
yeah, like
I
this
thought you
is
meant like
this is famine.
He got the transition.
This is the
fucked up.
population in the Himalayan mountains. They don't have medicine. They don't have food. Look, this is how much food we have left in the world. We are killing the planet. I have a proposition for you.
oh my god.
everyone that's in prison. Just let me snap them out of here.
I just need these 5 stones. Just give me these stones, and I'll make it all go away. And I bet you Captain America would have been like, "Oh, hell yeah!"
The whole
Nah,
slide.
Captain.
All right, look,
you know
listen.
who would have went along with it? Tony Stark. Captain America been like, Captain would have been a sucker about
No,
it.
Cap would have did it.
Well,
I
Cap
think-
had a problem with the Accords thing. Nah, he would have had an issue. He's like, we're not just gonna sell. We never. What does he say in the fucking Infinity War? He's like, we're not gonna do a body for a body or something. Like, bro, they could have just like they wasn't trying to
Cap
kill
would've
Vision
went
the
for
whole
it.
time.
That's a good point.
I don't think Cat would have went for it.
I don't think Cap would have quarantined either. I don't think Cap would have worn a mask
Nah.
in COVID.
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Where does that come from?
I'm just thinking about it.
COVID is not real.
Let's talk about this. Hey, what Avengers would wear a mask and which ones wouldn't? Let's go.
Cap absolutely would
Hawkeye.
not.
Vision.
Vision would. He didn't have to.
I think he.
Falcon? Is Falcon wearing a mask?
Falcon is not wearing a mask because he's Captain America's bitch.
Tony Stark.
Tony Stark is wearing a mask because Tony Stark is a smart man.
Black Widow.
Black Widow would wear a mask.
Bruce Banner.
Hulk's wearing a mask.
Hulk can't wear a mask. I feel like
No, he's not. Yeah, Hulk
once
is not wearing a
once
mask.
Bruce changes into Hulk,
The mask comes off.
He would rip that shit off so
rips off.
quick.
Hey, so he's one of those guys that wears the mask like, you know, with his nose.
with the nose out.
You know?
Doctor Strange is not wearing a mask.
Oh, you're right about that.
No, he's
I
not.
don't think he is.
I think
Wanda?
Wanda's. She
I think
might wear
Wanda
a
will.
mask.
Black Panther wearing a mask.
I feel like
Black Panther
Vision,
is wearing a mask.
I feel like Vision will say that Wanda needs to wear a mask, so she will wear.
There
a
we
mask.
go. That's what will happen.
What do you think, babe?
Have you noticed that the people that we're naming The characters that actually like physically wear masks is the people that you said would wear a mask, and everyone else you said that doesn't said they wouldn't wear a mask.
Not true. Ant-Man would wear a mask.
Ant-Man wears a mask.
Exactly.
That's what he means.
That's
like,
what I mean.
Everybody don't wear the mask.
Yeah, see, that's the point. They're trying to protect themselves. They understand their
Okay, let me
limitations.
clarify, because technically Cap wears a mask, he just doesn't cover his mouth. Or
Yeah,
his
he
nose.
just wears a visor. A mask, a visor. He's protecting his eyes, but he won't protect other people. He won't.
You guys excited for this new Doctor Strange movie?
Oh yeah.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, multiverse.
Because I love Doctor Strange.
I'm
so.
excited for everything Marvel right now. I think we're about to enter a good phase, but I do think Marvel's streak is going to end. Yeah, I mean, I think it's already ended. Meaning, like, good movies. I think Eternals killed that. Like I think the Eternals was the only movie Marvel's put out that wasn't good.
Okay, I'm about to say, like, where are you going with this? That shit was subpar to me.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I feel like they was on a streak of putting out hit Turtles.
I love the action scenes.
I'm gonna argue.
I thought there wasn't even.
Did
enough
you like
actors.
Eternals?
I don't think Carnage was good.
Oh, Carnage
Well, that
isn't like
wasn't
MCU.
that wasn't MCU.
That wasn't, yeah.
And
It wasn't because they did bring in Venom after that to the MCU.
True.
So is it not included?
No,
even
Venom is still.
He's talking about
post credit.
He's talking about MCU like made films, not like
Oh,
yeah.
Sony
Yeah,
stuff.
Sony made those, and Sony and Fox should be banned from making anything Marvel related because they fuck it up every
Fair
time.
enough, yeah.
They've tried to do Fantastic Four.
Oh my, we're not bringing that
So many
Fantastic Four
times.
movie up.
Which one?
The fucking Michael B. Jordan one.
Yeah,
No.
that was terrible.
They can't do. No,
The first ones were decent,
They were cool.
you know what Stan
but
Lee?
tolerable.
You know what I wish Stan Lee did before he passed away? I wish he would have wrote in his will.
Give everything to
Yes.
the Marvel Cinematic
Yes.
Universe.
No more Fox, no more Sony movies with Marvel characters. No more, because they fuck it up every time. Like, I agree with you. Carnage was terrible.
Yeah.
It was bad. Like, it didn't make any sense. to me.
I don't
should've
like
been
how they
so much
made
better.
Venom a hero.
I didn't like how they make Venom weak.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like, Venom was garbage. I was like, dude,
Venom
this is,
low-key
I
is a
don't
little
like how
bitch
they
in both
making
movies.
Venom
Yeah.
PG-13.
Well, yeah.
To
it
start
it
with.
don't make no sense. And then like, yeah, but I think how they're bringing it in though. Didn't they have that post credit where the symbiote did get away from Venom and is now on its way to fucking
yeah.
to get Spider-Man.
Well, apparently that's going to be like Agent Venom or something like that, right?
That's the rumor.
That's the
they're trying to
rumor.
do.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, we can't always believe all these rumors because I mean, we've heard enough of them and still ain't got shit from a lot of them. So.
I want more rated R Marvel that's not Deadpool.
That's what I like about Moon Knight. Moon Knight's rated R.
Is it? So I haven't started it
So
yet.
I fucked up.
I
And I
haven't
watched
started
it
it
with the kids. I watched it with the kids, and my
Because it's on
God.
Disney Plus, right?
Yeah. Well, it wasn't, like you just know Marvel is like, okay, Marvel's
I see Marvel
usually
Disney Plus. I don't
family
think rated R.
No.
Speaking of that,
What?
Daredevil,
We gotta
Luke
start that
Cage.
shit. Did you
Sorry,
start it?
excuse me. Daredevil, Luke Cage, Jessica Jones, Iron Fist. Those are all rated R.
Yeah, I didn't watch that. But that was Netflix, though.
But it's now
Now
on
they're
Disney
on
Plus.
Disney Plus.
Okay, what I'm saying is those were made by
Originally,
Netflix. So therefore, I didn't let my kids watch those. And
Well, I wasn't talking about because of your
okay.
kids. I was just saying in general. He said that they want to see
Yeah, they
more
should
rated R
be
stuff.
more rated R.
there should be more. Like, if you think about it, a lot of superheroes should be like, what was it, Invincible Man or Mr. Invincible,
Invincible.
Did you guys
Fucking
watch
Omni-Man.
What
Omni Man. Like, I feel like think about it. If you Superman and you're the strongest in the universe, how could you punch somebody and then not obliterate them?
Exactly.
Like it's
And that's what
impossible.
Omni-Man was
Like,
doing.
like, even if you
Punching
pulled
all
your
over the
punch, you would
people.
still crack a rib. Like,
Right.
like you would
Did y'all-
paralyze this
did y'all
motherfucker
watch
for the whole
Invincible?
life.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I love
I
Invincible.
binged that.
I love Invincible.
Episode 1.
Man,
Yeah.
right off the bat, he just kills everybody.
So I showed him.
Yeah, I was like-
the ending of episode 1. You know,
Because I saw that on.
that was the most intense thing
I saw
I've
it
ever
on.
seen.
I saw it on Twitter or Facebook or something like that. That scene.
Yeah.
I was like, what the hell is this? Like, why is this dude killing her? And I watched it, and I was like, oh my god, this show's crazy.
By the way, half those actors are Walking Dead actors.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
okay.
think, because Glenn is in it. Right?
Glenn plays Invincible.
Yeah, he plays Invincible.
Um,
And then
the guy who played Abraham is one of the dudes. What's his Morgan was the Batman
yeah,
of it.
Yeah,
I got a show
I
y'all
can't-
should watch.
I can't wait.
Guardians of Justice. It's on Netflix. It's a newer show. Watch that shit. It's a fucking. It's fucking
Who's in
crackhead. There's actually a lot of people in it. It's like a spoof on a bunch of superheroes.
Okay, because there was like this. There was this thing that popped up for like on my Netflix of like things you should watch. I can't remember what it was called, but it was like another like superhero thing. It had Ryan Reynolds in it, and
No, that's
Zoe Saldana.
Project Adam. That's a
Project
movie.
Adam. That's what it was.
Guardians of Justice is like a 10-episode, 30-minute series.
Got it.
I don't want to like, but it's dark.
It's good.
It's crackhead. I'll say that. That's the best way I can describe it.
It's crackhead.
Like you watch episode 1,
All right,
and you'll be like, a crackhead made this. Literally.
someone was on.
Y'all watched
acid.
The Boys on Amazon
Fuck
Prime?
yeah.
Yeah.
I love that show.
You watched that one?
No, I haven't watched that one yet. I need to catch up on my Prime shows.
You got to.
I watched Snowfall.
Yeah,
if you
Prime
watched The
actually
Boys.
does put out some good stuff.
They do.
Well, see, I've been trying to get into more Prime shows and like other streaming services because Netflix keeps raising their prices every single year.
Oh my god.
Like,
$20 a month? Fuck.
Like I feel like we got Netflix, so we signed up because we was using somebody else's, and then we got our own maybe 4 years ago, and we were paying $8 a month.
Yeah.
You sharing your account with anyone?
No,
No one got your password?
hell no. I don't want people fucking up my shit. Like
Let me just add a profile, bro. I'm trying to save some money.
my Netflix is on lock, bro. Like my shit, it knows what I like.
So,
I don't want
do you
people
got
fucking up
do you
my-
got your profile, Jasmine's profile?
Yeah,
And the
Jasmine
kids?
has her own because she can't touch mine. I don't want people messing up my algorithm.
Brand's the same way,
Jasmine
bro.
Kids.
Yeah, especially I don't want the kids stuff on there because they already got my Hulu, and my Hulu look like all they watch is like these slime videos. And I don't understand like, why is this on Hulu? Like, first off, why is Hulu paying these people to post these videos?
That's crazy.
I fucking wish. Pay me to play with some shit.
Man, I be hating that shit.
Bro, where was all this shit at when I was a kid?
Man, I be sitting there. Arya be sitting right next to me watching these weird ass videos, and then I look up like, all right, what is this person's name? I look up the person's name. Net worth is $3 million. Like for doing this shit.
$3 million.
I'm like, man, nah.
You need to switch the kids into a different profession. Get them into this.
What I'm saying, I'm like, are you watching this? Like, let's start doing this stuff.
I know. I've been
Expose your
trying to.
kids. Sell.
No, I've been trying to talk to them about doing different stuff because, like, like Aria, she wants to get into fashion. So I was like, I got a camera. Your daddy has a camera. Like, we could take some photos. She was like, no, I don't want to do it. Like, what are you talking about? You don't want to do it. Like, you all friendly with everybody else, but you want to get in front of the camera. So I pulled up, like the H&M website to show her the kids section. I'm like, look, see what these kids is doing? You can do the same thing.
There's literally a whole YouTube channel. It's like, and I forgot the name of the channel, but it's on the channel. All the little boy does is he gets new toys.
Yeah.
And he unboxes the new toys and plays with the new toys, and they got millions of followers. Like, and people watch them just play with toys. I was like, you got millions of kids watching you play with toys
Instead of them playing with the toys.
Man,
Said,
this is
and they
crazy.
be wanting that same toy just to do
Right.
what?
Just
to watch
to-
some other
just to watch some
other kids. play.
To kids' defense, though, I know a lot of adults that do the same thing, and it's not with toys.
It's video games.
Yes, they
Watch
watch
them play video- yeah.
watch other people play video games. I see that's something I've also I've never understood either. Like, I don't watch people play video games. The only time I ever watch people play video games is if I'm trying to learn something about the video game.
Walkthrough.
Yeah, a walkthrough, or if I'm trying to figure out if I should buy a game or not.
Yeah,
right?
I
Like, it's like, all right,
I be skimming the videos to see what the gameplay looks like.
yeah, but like
And
I'm
if
not
it's
watching a motherfucker play.
I'm not gonna
2K
lie.
and beat everyone's ass. Like, I'm not interested in that.
Not in 2K, but for like shooting games and stuff, like Fortnite, Call of Duty, like I find it entertaining, like the competition.
But yeah,
that
that's
they
the
have.
thing too. Like they'll really sit there and just play the game for a couple hours and you making hella money.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's like people are sending you money and everything too. It's like
To comment.
But like the
fucking
competition factor though, like when they have these tournaments and stuff for like Call of Duty, Fortnite, all
yeah,
that
the
stuff.
tournaments.
I think that's pretty entertaining.
those, yeah, but it's like
when
a
they
lot
have
of the
commentary
time-
on it and stuff,
a lot
like
of time
the
they
Twitch
just-
thing, I agree.
Yeah, they're literally just sitting there just playing at their house.
I
Like
don't know.
they had
Yeah.
Madden competition and everything like that. But it's like, man, you at the house playing the game, you watching them play
The
the
Madden
game.
competition is only fun if you're sitting right next to the person.
Yeah.
That way you get the genuine reaction when you're fucking running the ball down someone's throat. And you can turn and look at the guy and say, you fucking
I remember I
suck.
used to do Madden competitions. I remember like when I first got into it, it was like right after high school, and I realized these motherfuckers play Madden very different. Like I was like, they're not playing football. Like it was like
played Madden 24/7.
yeah, and they play in a very different way. And I was like, holy shit! So I was literally training for it, and I was making some money on it. Like, and what I learned was like these motherfuckers don't let the computer do nothing. So like when they throw the ball, they immediately take control of the receiver. Like they don't let the receiver run the route. They throw the ball and the receiver, and they take control of it, and they gotta do the catching and all that. I had to learn all that, and they only run like 5 plays, the same 5 plays over again. They're not trying to actually play a football game. It's just like
That would trigger me.
that's why
I've never
was
been
like,
good
man,
at Madden though, so like I'm easily triggered.
I'm good at it.
But yeah, that's
I don't
all,
know if
I'm
I'm
telling
good
you,
at
all that streaming stuff, that's something that's just not easy. But it's like, man, like if you really get into it and really get down with it, it's like, yo, that's just you not really doing that. Because
Yeah.
like I actually got a boy. He does because he played basketball at American River when I did. His name's Marcellus. He would be doing like these crazy layups in his backyard on a hoop that ain't even
Come on,
regulated.
Marcellus
Marcellus
Howard.
Howard.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Like he was just playing basketball, all of a sudden started making videos, and next thing you know, he blows up.
Yo, he's probably one of the more popular Sacramento YouTubers out there.
Exactly.
Well,
Shout out
he's-
to him.
He's
That's what I'm saying.
He's the most popular Sacramento YouTuber.
And I'm like, man,
Probably him and the what you call it?
The minorities.
The minorities. Yeah. Those two are definitely running sack when it comes to YouTube.
yeah, so I'd be like,
Absolutely.
man, like that.
In 2 different categories too.
I wish I could do something like that. Like, you know, shoot, just be on YouTube and
Do
doing
your own
what you
thing
want.
with track.
You could.
I could. I don't know if that's gonna get as much publicity as a basketball. But
Run up on a random track.
shoot,
track
we start doing anime houses and shit like
Run up on
You
a
know what
random
you could
track
do?
athlete. Challenge them to a
There we
race.
go. That's what you could do. You could challenge. Start
Get a
challenging
cameraman and be like,
Like
yo,
that,
let's go.
like Ball's Life.
and then fake
I'm
like
coming
you're
to
gonna
your
fight
city
him.
and racing your best race.
Hey, track takeover.
Track takeover.
Track takeover.
Yeah,
It's
start,
like,
People
start
want
writing this shit down.
And
Get
then,
this going.
and then you start leveling up to like professional athletes. Like, all right, watch me race Michael Vick. You know, I'm
watch me race Tyreek Hill.
like, that'd be. Hey, people would. I would watch.
Can you
I
beat
would
Tyreek
watch
Hill
it.
in a race?
I
I
would
done
subscribe to that. I would
already
watch
had
it.
this conversation with a lot of people. I've run the exact same times of Tyreek Hill. So they be like, "Oh yeah, you can't beat nobody on the football field." I was like, "Look, you talking about Tyreek Hill, the fastest person on the football field?"
First off, track speed and football speed are 2 different.
But
things.
Tyreek Hill, to his defense, has run track. He ran track at Oklahoma State,
Okay.
so he's legit with the speed. But like I said, I run the same times as Tyreek Hill, so I'm like telling everybody like I can
Tyreek
run
Hill.
that too.
Robbie wants your legs, not your fades, your legs. He said,
Line 'em
up. Line them up.
Dang. Let's see what it do.
100 or 200? Which one you want?
I'd prefer the 200, but I can do both.
Oh, he said you choose. Choose which one you want to lose in.
Nah, because it was funny too because I think Ted Ginn Jr. one time was like, I could beat anybody in a race. I know anybody, line him up, whoop, whoop. And I was on his DMs, I'm on his Twitter, like, yo, like,
Get him.
nothing ever corresponded. I even had my friends, they was all in his DMs,
Tagging
like,
him.
oh, you out here trying to duck, and we ain't getting nothing. Because he was talking about $100,000. Like, well, shit.
Oh, yeah.
Line him up, $100,000.
Oh, shit. I would have been in there. Like, Jay, let me just
See if I got it.
Let's see if I can do it. Maybe he pulled a hamstring or some
Hey,
shit.
what's that movie with Sacha Baron Cohen in it where he's like an ambassador or something. Not Borat, but the one he did where he runs in the track and he's just like shooting at everyone and he's racing. That's what I'm doing. Bro.
The dictator.
The dictator. That's me, bro. I challenge 10K for 100,000. I'm just gonna shoot.
Bow. Give me that 100,000. I won.
Hey, bro, you didn't say how I had to win.
Shit.
You just said I had to beat you.
I'm telling you, you can start that channel. That'd be dope.
Hell yeah, do that. You know, Pennant, you better get on it before someone else get on it.
Sure. That's what I'm saying. That's why we gonna start that the cooking stuff. We'll start with the TikTok,
the
get
Onlyfans,
to YouTube, and I might get Onlyfans.
Butt naked cooking.
Butt naked cooking.
I got the aprons already. It's all
we
good.
got aprons.
We got aprons.
Look, man,
y'all doing this together?
We live together.
Hey,
y'all gonna be butt naked in the same room?
Hey, no
same
homo.
kitchen?
Nah. It pays the rent.
Look, he gonna do one episode. I'm gonna do the next one.
You like just knock on my door when you done.
Nah,
Right?
bro. Y'all gonna get some freaky chicks in your DMs that want to see y'all do it together.
Oh shit! Look, but they tip good. They tip.
Hey, listen, pull out that $100 tip. You gonna do it?
You gotta be tipping in the
I'll be ass naked next to him. I ain't gonna do nothing, but look, I'll be ass naked next to him if the money's right.
$10,000.
They give me
I'm gonna need $10,000 on Cash App right
they
now.
Look, we'll give you $50,000 each if y'all cook naked next to each other. Well, shit, come on, guys. Look,
Y'all both agreeing though?
I ain't gonna look. $50,000. You telling me you wouldn't take $50,000 to cook ass naked next to somebody?
Not my cousin, no.
I do it on TV.
I said, me
crazy.
Listen,
50,000.
The food never hit me up. It was like, hey, Prentice, $50,000. You cook on live television. I'm like, hell yeah, 50,000. It's $50,000. You buy a house.
Yeah, you got right.
I said, listen. Scoop naked for $50,000 on live TV.
Yeah.
On live TV.
On live,
it's different.
Yeah.
But if you're talking about like on my own platform where I get to siphon who get to see it, yeah, $50,000 each.
That's
I'm
what
not
I said,
splitting
each.
that.
$50,000.
It's all good.
$50,000 in your pocket, Roger.
You never walk into a locker room, bro. You see worse in a locker room.
I've never been into a locker room like that. No.
Oh well, shit. In the locker room, it'd be worse. It'd be
old ass dudes,
and there's no apron.
No
apron. No
Do
cooking.
it look like I go to the gym?
There's no.
Listen, they literally walk out of the shower.
Like
I'm talking about they ain't got
like
no
they
bed.
live there.
And when I did go to the gym, guess what, bro?
Like
I'd do my workout and I'd walk out hella sweaty.
So you tell me you didn't have to piss not one time at the gym?
They never been no one in there when I had to piss. Swear to God,
man. I'm telling you, dog. They be comfortable. There's nothing.
And they got the towel with them, but they just throw the towel over their
Bro.
shoulder.
Like they'll take a whole shower. You know how you take a shower, you wrap yourself around in the towel.
dog,
they take a shower, they still wet. They just throw this towel
that
over
towel's
their
for
shoulder.
show.
Yeah.
That towel's for show.
And then they'll
bro.
just dry themselves off, the whole ass and everything
A
out.
white ass towel, dude. That's the nastiest part. It's like, why you got a white towel in the gym and you fucking cleaning and scrubbing it?
Yeah,
That's so
they
nasty.
be sitting there having a
bro.
conversation and everything. Like, yeah, you know,
Don't
dick
touch
out.
Don't touch me.
And you just talking. It's like, yeah, you know, that was a good. You know what I'm saying?
I know they be trying to make conversation.
Like you didn't even wrap yourself up.
Yeah, like, oh yeah, I seen you working out, bro. Don't you ever say that in your life?
I don't care what you saw. Look, put your fucking towel on, bro. Like,
oh yeah, I see you
you
working out
ain't
out
calling
there.
people out like that though.
What?
They try to come talk to you.
That's all
I don't say nothing.
You don't see nothing.
No, I don't say nothing.
Oh, I thought.
No,
Just keep walking.
There's two things I don't do. I don't do urinal conversations
Y'all
with
be
people.
looking at
When I'm at the,
motherfuckers'
when
dick in
I'm
the
pissing and my dick is out, and people be like, "Hey," like no.
let me put my dick up before I say something.
Like I'm not even gonna
Next
say
time I go
nothing.
take a piss, I'm gonna give you a call.
Don't you say nothing, dog. Don't you talk
I'm gonna have you in the AirPods. You gonna hear my stream.
Like I can't tell you. I can't tell you how many times I go into the movies, and after the movie's over, you know, you had to take that piss.
Hey, that was a good movie.
And then they be like, "So what'd you think of the movie?" Like, bro, don't you ever talk to me,
Fuck that movie right now, bro. I don't care about any of that.
I'll beat your
I
ass.
don't know you. Who are you?
Like, dog, no. But both our dicks is out, you can't say
Man,
nothing.
that remind me of that the Get Back video, Ludacris.
Yeah.
Help me help
Yeah,
you.
the
Lil.
hands on the
Touching on everything,
Nah,
like bro,
that's how you get an uppercut. That's exactly how you get an uppercut.
Get woo, woo. Why are you all in my ear?
talking a whole bunch of shit that I ain't trying to hear. Like, bro, we pissing right now. Let's have a conversation outside the bathroom.
Shit. Nah, you've already fucked up. We can't be friends. We can't talk. You've already.
I never want to see you
crossed
again.
the boundary. I know, like you're a weirdo at that point.
Yeah.
Like now I know how you roll. Like, come on. If you comfortable having those type of conversations, you comfortable with a lot of other shit that I'm uncomfortable with. I can't do that. Nope.
They're comfortable in their own skin.
Nah, bro.
Yeah,
That's a little too comfortable for me.
Yeah, exactly. Because I'm not comfortable.
But yeah,
in
y'all
my
would
own-
cut butt naked next to each other for $50,000.
That's paid.
It's paid, exactly. If you
talk-
pay me $50,000 to talk to a dude next to me in the urinal while I'm pissing,
and they not strangers.
I'm getting $50,000.
They know
family.
They know what each other's capable of, but the dude at the urinal, I have no clue what he's capable of. This motherfucker might be a predator.
You talking
And
to me
he's
with your
talking to
dick
me
out
with
for
my
free.
dick out. Yeah, let me know.
He might try to turn to the right with his dick in his hand. And
Like, and I have no clue what type of signals are out there these days.
And some of them they don't even be talking like this.
No.
They sitting there like
They look at you.
So you like how the movie was.
see this nigga's eyes glance down.
They might sit there and do like this.
They take a peep.
And you might even accidentally look. I don't care. Like it could just like when you're just talking to someone, you accidentally look down. You don't mean to. Like nah.
What would y'all do if that did happen? They take a peep and they go, ooh. Like they impressed with your shit.
I like bro.
Hey,
Go
what
away.
that nigga Kevin Hart say? You fighting a nigga with your dick out?
I ain't gonna lie. If that shit ever happened to me, I'm swinging instantly.
I might slap the shit out you, bro. Like get out my face.
I might have to Will Smith you.
That'd be the fastest I've ever washed my hands ever in my life. My ass would. I don't know how the piss come out. No more piss.
I might not even wash
Fuck
my
outta
hands.
here.
I'm gonna have to get out that motherfucker. Look, I'll wash them later.
I'd be running.
Throw the hand sanitizer.
Y'all got hand sanitizer right here, the popcorn stand.
I'd have been. My ass would have ran out the bathroom. Y'all ever seen that video? It was an old YouTube prank where it was like you can get black people to run if you just start running.
I love those videos.
You ever see that? It would be like a group of 3 people. And all of a sudden they take off and start sprinting, and there'd be other black folks looking
Yo,
like,
I
oh,
want
they
to
start
see if
sprinting.
that's actually true though, because I sometimes
Yes,
just
No,
think
it is
Roger.
actually 100% true.
Y'all see motherfuckers just start running.
No,
and
I've
y'all
been
gonna take
privy
off?
to that.
I say it's
happened to me.
actually true
It
because
has happened to me.
I would do it even if I knew. Because the thing is, even if I know that there isn't something there might be.
I don't want to.
They're running
test
for
the
a
water.
That's what I'm saying.
Y'all wouldn't just take a glance back real quick?
Hell nah. I take off running
No, I take a running and
Not
then
go
look later.
investigate.
and then look back. Yeah,
Yep.
I look back to see who's following me after I get about.
So I don't even look back like that.
In the
It's
scary
not.
movies, what do those other people do? They turn around.
Y'all die
or,
first in the scary movie.
Well, that's
so let's be
because
real.
the people that make the movies, they don't like black people.
Yeah.
Unless you're Busta Rhymes, LL Cool J, y'all is dying first.
No, I'm not the movie.
So in a
if we in a crop field and there's a killer in a crop field, my ass is running till I'm out of the crop field.
True.
I'm not trying to look. I'm not trying to make sure that Sarah stay. Oh, Sarah, run, and then she trips and falls. Like fuck.
you
I wasn't even a
dead,
character
sorry.
in the movie.
Look,
I'm a cameo.
look, Sarah.
That's
Y'all
it.
saving your
I
significant
had a brief
other?
cameo.
Would I save my significant other?
Or you just taking off after they're it?
That's tough.
Till death does us part.
That's tough. That's tough.
Listen,
That's
It depends.
tough. I'm surprised. You not
depends.
answering it is giving me the
It
answer.
depends. It depends.
On what? Your
Okay.
wife?
So that's good. Let's talk about Deep Blue Sea. All right.
oh my god.
She falls into the water.
Okay.
The shark is already there. If I jump in,
I'm
no,
dead
if
too.
I jump in, I'm
Wait,
dead
hold
too.
on. Okay. Are you talking about like towards the end in Deep Blue Sea? Like when she sacrifices herself or like
Yeah, didn't she sacrifice herself and die?
okay, that's different. Deep Blue Sea to me isn't like a scary movie. I'm talking about a slasher.
That movie fucked me up.
It did too. I mean,
Yeah,
honestly, it
that's
made
it.
me scared
I
to think
did
like
not wanna
sharks
be in
were
the
like literally
ocean.
that smart.
That movie fucked me
Like
up.
when that movie came out, we was young, so
Them sharks was smart as a motherfucker.
Deep Blue
And
Sea
when-
did
Your
it to me
mama
worse
used to
than
watch.
Jaws.
Your mama used to
My
watch.
mom
that
used to
movie
love that
all
because
the
she
time.
showed it to me, and that's how I knew what it was.
I was
they
like,
did Samuel
I
Jackson
say,
so dirty in that
that
movie.
nigga did a whole speech and they got snatched out that.
They was
water.
all motivated too. Can
Man.
you imagine? They was all hyped. Oh, okay,
Yeah,
we
all
about,
right,
we
bet,
about
bet.
to make this.
and then they're like,
Well, shit, I guess what the fuck he said wasn't true.
exactly. So
But no,
just-
I'm talking about a slasher type movie. You know, where like a Jason Voorhees is coming after you and your wife. Are you?
coming after.
trying to kill y'all.
How close is he to her? How close is he to me? That matters. If he
what does that matter?
Hold on. First of all, that don't matter because
Exactly.
Like, how? No, I'm with you, but I'm just saying, how close is he? If she's on the ground, get your ass up if he's not close.
Yeah, I'm not gonna stop and pick you up.
Because sometimes them girls, they fall and now all of a sudden they act like their legs is broke.
All right, bro. All right, listen. Let me give you a scenario.
You ain't never
then.
fallen and got up hella fast. Like,
All right, let me give you a scenario though. Okay,
All right,
he's
go ahead.
not too far behind like your wife.
Oh, then we run together.
No, but she falls and you're still up. What are you doing? Like you have enough.
Get up!
Get your ass up!
You're not trying to tackle that man to save your wife?
What?
How you gonna tackle
Jason Voorhees?
Do you know how strong he is?
Yes, I'm just saying you're not gonna You're not gonna make that sacrifice for your wife.
Roger.
So no, you're letting your wife die.
Let me
You think
letting,
So if
it's not letting my wife die.
It gives
It's that
her
she's
time-
gonna die.
It's giving her time to.
so I gotta die because
she
you
was
can't
already-
keep your feet.
She was already clumsy enough to fall once. You think she won't do it again after you die? She might fall again, and then you died, and she did.
She gonna fall again.
I
Exactly.
guarantee you, knowing your wife,
That's like
if
jumping.
roles was reversed, right, and you was on the ground, Jasmine would try to save you.
I'm sure she would.
You're not trying to save her.
It's not about her. It's about the kids.
First of all,
Somebody got to get home alive.
and first of
Do
all,
it for the
look,
kids.
So,
why the fuck would Prentice fall and just sit there?
I don't do that.
I'm not saying he's sitting there, but he trip and stumble, and then Jason take a swing.
I
If
wouldn't
take a
let that
swing-
shit happen to
if
me,
he
though.
take a swing and I get caught, I shouldn't have fell. I shouldn't have.
You can't predict what you trip
Roger,
over, though.
Roger, if you're-
anything can happen. You
Roger,
can trip over a fucking
Roger,
rock or
if you're
something.
on the ledge of a building and you fall off,
No.
you know what
this-
we're gonna say?
This is
Roger. Damn it! You shouldn't have been on that damn ledge. We all be sad about
it's
it.
two different, completely
it's-
different scenarios.
You should have fell. You should have tripped. You should have taken your shoes
Y'all
off.
are just the most balanced motherfuckers in the world, apparently.
How many times have you fell running?
Yeah, I don't do that.
A few times, actually. In basketball, especially.
You fell running?
Just running
with no
straight.
touching.
You've seen the tape.
Roger, I've never seen you fall with no one touching you. With no one touching you.
Let me pull up a video.
Oh, man.
You got receipts?
I got a receipt specifically from
Someone touched you and you fell?
no one touched me and I fell. And I'm dribbling a ball, bro. Yes, it's embarrassing.
Jason would have got your ass. Roger.
Yeah, your ass is toast.
Right. I'll show you the receipt, bro. Look at this shit.
Oh, you talking about this video?
Look it. No one touches me, though. I didn't get touched right there, and I just fucking fell.
No, you kinda
and I
got
rolled
touched.
on my back like a fucking turtle.
There was kind of there was some
There was,
contact.
bro, no one touched me. The
There was
camera
some
angle
contact.
just makes it look like that. He didn't touch me. I
Oh
slipped.
no, you took a charge.
He didn't take a charge. He
Oh,
flopped.
man. We gonna post this video with the
it.
video with this podcast. And I
Video
want y'all
link is in
opinion
the
on this
description,
shit. Roger,
bro.
you gonna have to send me that shit
I'll send it to you right now.
because that shit. No, he took a damn charge on that motherfucker. So
But not all right. So, but 9 times out of 10, when the people fall in the movie,
I'm just saying, y'all are
How
terrible
do they-
husbands.
But listen up. How do they fall? They turn around. They want to get to looking, and then they tumble. Cause they sit there. They trying to see how far they are. Oh my god!
yeah,
Oh my god.
you
Next thing
fall
they
if you look back. That's why I wouldn't look back.
Look straight. Go forward. Get the fuck out of Dodge.
Yeah, keep form. Keep that form. Keep your legs pumping.
Until you get to a car.
All right, not everyone in a fucking movie is a fucking professional track athlete.
I'm not
or
a
like
Gotta
professional
get track
track, but
athlete.
I know how to run.
You gotta run.
Yeah.
Why are you running like
Yeah,
this?
y'all the most balanced motherfuckers alive.
Nah, not necessarily. So even if
No,
I'm,
I'm just
even if
not
I'm
dead.
running straight ahead and I see there's like a branch or something sticking up out of the ground or a root and I trip over that root, if I'm running and I'm looking straight ahead, I'm not hitting that ground. I'm still up. I'm still up and I'm going. I get my footing, or even if my hands might hit,
There's only one way
I'm
to test this.
There's two.
You wanna try it?
We'll go
we're
right.
gonna take this shit outside right now.
We're gonna take this to like some fucking forest or some shit and see how well you guys can
How we
fucking
run-
run.
how well we run
Yeah.
this forest.
So
I'll dress up and chase y'all too, so we can make it real with the fucking actual weapon. Let's get real about this.
if I fall, I can.
And if any one of y'all fall, I'm roasting every single one of you guys. I just want y'all
But
to
the
know
thing
this.
is, too, we said,
Since
look,
you guys
if
are
you
the
fall,
most perfect fucking runners,
you can tumble, you can roll, you can fall and get the fuck up.
Yeah.
Why do they fall
Shit, you can
and then
fall.
all of a sudden now they crawling and get
Yeah,
up?
that's what I'm saying. You can fall and fight. Like shit, if I fall and he's close enough to get me, look, I'm gonna have to do something. Like, 'cause I can't just get up now. Like, shit.
But if Jasmine falls, she don't try to fight. She dead because you're not gonna try to go back and save her.
Roger, we both gonna die.
You know how big Jason Voorhees is?
I don't actually. What is he, like 7 foot?
He clearly is bigger than everybody in every movie.
I guarantee you I can tell. Well, they don't put, bro. Okay, they put they put people built like you in those
Jason
movies.
Voorhees?
Yeah, you fucking think I'm about to tackle him?
Well, they're not as athletic as you. I didn't say that. Hey, you run fast enough. You get enough speed picked up. You can be like the Flash. You don't know.
Man,
Bam.
All I know is I'd be out the movie before it starts. Yeah. I'm like, oh, we out in the woods.
It's a fucking movie. How
good.
you can be like, oh, I'm not doing this movie if I'm gonna die.
No, I'd have been like, oh, where's this movie taking place? Like, if it was real life type shit, right? Like, if it was real life and we were actually driving, like, oh, where we going, guys? Oh, we're going out in the middle of the woods. Yeah, turn around.
You're on a road trip. Your car breaks down.
Look, catch an Uber. The fuck? Like, there's Uber nowadays.
You got a service out there in the woods, though? In the cuts?
I wouldn't be out the woods. That's what I'm saying.
Bruh, you know how many times... So, say you're driving to Oregon, bro.
Yeah.
There's a lot of places on your drive that you don't have service, and you're just on the side of the road stuck.
Okay, well, I'm staying on the main streets, on the main highways, and I'm not venturing off into no sides. And
and you're talking about Oregon. Oregon has...
unless you talk about...
It's legal to hitchhike in Oregon.
I mean... You gonna get in a stranger's car? I feel like that's worse.
I'd rather take my bet than Jason Voorhees. I can fight.
Then why did you fight Jason?
Because he can fight.
That motherfucker can fight, and he got
the guy you're hopping in ain't fighting. He can't fight.
Well, that motherfucker got a big ass sword in his
I'm
hand.
taking my chances.
A hitchhiker, you hitchhike, right?
Yeah.
The guy got a gun. You taking your chances still?
Yeah.
First of all, look, the motherfucker's trying to pay attention to the road.
Yeah.
So if he tries some shit, I got the element of surprise.
I might have a gun.
I was like, and there's safety precautions. Like, if I'm getting in the car with a hitchhiker, I'm backseat for one, so that way this nigga ain't he got to reach back to get me.
Yeah, if I was hitchhiking,
bro,
I'm backseat behind his
I feel like
seat.
no
Behind
one's gonna
his
pick
seat.
y'all up. You'd be like, "That's weird. Why are you behind me, bro?" Like that's hella suspect.
I'd be like, no, I'm just protecting myself, homie.
Get the fuck out of my car.
Okay, cool. Next one.
Same thing. Get the fuck out of my car. Now you can't hitchhike.
Roll credits.
Movie's over. It's over.
I'm just saying. I would try to at least protect my wife
Listen,
in that situation.
listen.
If I die, I die. At least she
When y'all
had
have
the
kids
chance.
and your
listen.
answer might change.
Sis, I love you. Keep your fucking feet. That's all we need. Just keep your feet.
I already told we practicing for that day. Look,
If you need some training or some running, that I got you. Just keep your feet.
My survival instincts kick in. I'd be like, look, I don't gotta outrun him. I gotta outrun you, the person next to me that's running with me. That's all I gotta do. Yep.
Wait, I don't see no ring on this finger.
I was gonna say some
I don't
shit.
see no ring on
I
this
was
finger.
like, look, she might get what date is
There's
this?
other fish in the sea.
What date are we on that we ended up out
damn it,
there?
I didn't even get to hit.
There's a million other fish in the sea. Fuck you.
I really wanted to hit that.
She was cool
Now
too.
Jason Voorhees hitting that with the fucking machete.
Sword.
Wild. All right. Well, we talked about a whole bunch of shit. We talked a whole bunch of shit. We gonna wrap shit up here because we could keep going on and on and on and on.
Hell yeah.
No, we'll definitely have to have you guys on again another time because this shit was hella funny. What we're gonna be doing with, and for all the people who are watching, what we're gonna be doing with Shit Talk is constantly have a revolving cast of guests, or revolving cast of at least a third person here because I think this shit's way more entertaining that way.
Hell yeah.
But no, definitely subscribe, hit the like, hit
comment.
the bell, so that way you can get the notifications.
Let me know if you would protect your wife from Jason Voorhees slasher. Unlike these motherfuckers.
Yeah, I can't wait to see them comments.
I can't wait. I might put a poll up on my Instagram.
If your wife falls, are you gonna go tackle that motherfucker, or are you gonna keep going and tell her to get up? If
Everybody talk a big game until the shit actually happens. But nah, check us out. We're gonna try to get all these the podcasts, all the Arctic House podcasts on Spotify, Apple, and other streaming services real soon here. So be on the lookout for that. But
Facts.
Thank y'all for watching.
Peace.